Yo! Smash that like button, man. Smash that like button. I had to go live, man. I couldn't sit back any longer, man, to watch YouTube suffer like this, man. Smash that like button. Shout out NC. NC in the building, man. Keep pushing, NC. Who else on here I see? Oh, what's up, G-Son? I'm going to go down the list. Shout out to Antonio Anthony, man. Appreciate your support, brother. Dustin Turner, DT, what's up, my boy? Shout out Monique Momo, OG Momo. J Pierre 416. Shout out my dog, man. What's up, my boy? Shout out Bone Yak. Shout out to the Moles and the Moettes. I'm back. Um, Shout out to Savage Black, man. Shout out to Savage Black. NC in the building, man. Make sure you subscribe to my wrenches too, man. Just in case I ain't online, you can watch them, man. I'd rather you watch them than watch any other of these bombs. Yeah, I said it. Trencher News said it. They bombs. I am no doubt. Shout out to I am no doubt. Big U going to ADX. Not if you say Lil Durk did it. Giga Munyon got 5 minutes on my pizza in the oven, man. It's already done. Ding. Shout out Giga. Miss Pac-Man 86. Hey, swipe. Hey, Miss Pac-Man. Space Cloud. Shout out Angie Thomas. Appreciate the love and support. Stream Elements in the building. We also got Tommy Shimmer in the building, man. Shout out Tommy. E Savage. Shout out Adia. Appreciate the love and support, Adia in the building. Shout out Shamika Banks in the building, 4631. Is that the one who rap? That ain't Cairo now, people who rap. Hey, look, man, it's a female who rap, man. That's what I'm listening to, man. I'm gonna tell y'all her name in a minute right now. I can't think about her name, but this Cairo them cousin. She Cairo them cousin, Noodles them cousin, and she dope. Um, Shout out Long Live KT for life. How you feel about last night and Gotti? Who John Gotti? Last and Gotti. I don't know about that, man. Hey, you gotta speak English, man. Right now, I mean, I'm speaking Ding Join. I just came from Japan, Ninja. Mandolis Coleman. Shout out 309. Hey, what's up, my boy? Shout out Saint Anonymous. Shout out Saint Anonymous, man. Shout out Nardo from up north. What's up, my boy? The biggest. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Tyreek. Detroit in the building. Shout out Mr. Detroit too, man. Myron. Shout out to Truth with Roof. Shout out to Truth with Roof. Got the sisters on here and everybody on here, man. I love all y'all, man. I appreciate y'all support for real, man. Shout out Stephen Hickey. Shout out Drew, Dewan. I'm trying to get everybody, man. Down bad crash outs. Shout out Cruelty. Almighty. Ray Shine. If I ain't get you, man, I'm gonna get you on the rebound. I gotta get the show started. Shout out D Jack. I gotta get D Jack Smurf Toe. I gotta get them veterans on the channel. And D Jack Smurf Toe. Shout out to y'all. Phil Baby 5 times, another veteran. All right, y'all. So we talking about Lil Durk, fourth superseding indictment now. I know that I know that a lot of people gonna be like, oh man, the feds ain't got nothing. No, look, the feds just wasting paper, man, because they printed. So they just wasting motions and hey, look, they taking Drew and them for the ride of their life before they get before Lil Durk get life. That's what they doing, man. They ain't doing nothing but playing games, man. If you think the feds ain't got everything on Lil Durk and them, you gotta be out your motherfucking mind, man. They just wasted paperwork with Drew and them. Drew say he the coldest at this shit. We finna make you go down a rabbit hole. Hey, they been making Drew chase a rabbit hole the whole time, man. The whole time, the feds been making Drew go down the rabbit hole, man. Now they got him focusing on some phones that don't mean shit. You hear me? And they just got Drew going down the rabbit hole again. Foul list motion. You hear me? It ain't like the feds gonna get in trouble for what they doing. Hey, the judge is federal too, right? It's a federal judge, federal prosecutor. All of them have lunch together. Remember that? They kids on the same soccer team and all that shit. Y'all know that? Even the public defender, man. That's why the public defender always tell you at court, "Oh yeah, I could talk to the judge and see if he could do that for you." I think the judge would do that. How you know the judge would do that, nigga? Because they having lunch together. They having lunch together. They soccer games. They kids going to the same schools. Hey, look, they getting paid by the same people. They got one goal, man. Send most of the motherfuckers to the joint so they can keep up with the algorithm, and then they let some people out. You know what I'm talking about? Because they know they'll be right back. Because they gonna get on the internet and then they gonna say they killed somebody and got 10 hats and then be under investigation again. But yeah, they do what they want, man. The feds, they do what they want. They make the witness do what they want on everything. Vonnie and them ain't just doing this. Hey, you think they ain't ready for Drew and them? They already went over the story with Vonnie a million times. This. How you gonna say it on everything? And then the hard part about OTF Vonnie, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Everybody we seen get on the stand, that's like trying to get something out of something. You trying to get out of trouble, or you trying to, you know what I'm talking about, blame other people and shit. You never seen them not have a record. Vonnie don't have a record. So with that being said, what is Drew gonna say? What is Drew gonna say to OTL Vonnie when he got no record? Oh, you was just with them so you could commit crimes and hits. Yeah, motherfucker, I ain't got no charges. What you want me to be a criminal? You hear me? Like, hey, look, when you got a motherfucker who ain't got no case up there, the lawyer, he running in circles. What can you say to Vonnie? You can't say, oh, you been killing people. You been robbing people. You been domestic. You been catching domestics. You caught 3 firearm charges. You can't say none of that shit to Vonnie. Why? Because Vonnie record is clean like a motherfucking baby. So you can't say none of that. So what you gonna say? What you gonna say that ain't gonna get Lil Durk in trouble? Oh yeah, you did it because that was your cousin. Yeah, I did do it, but Lil Durk helped me. You hear me? That's what it's gonna end up being at the end of the day, man. That's what it's gonna end up being. It's gonna end up leading right back to Lil Durk, whatever they ask OTF Vonnie. You hear me? Like you could rip Jam apart. You could rip Jam apart. Oh yeah, you a killer. You been killing people. You said Lil Durk gave you 50,000 and now you mad that he didn't give you no more money. You could talk to Jam like that. You could talk to Jam like that. You could talk to Boogie like that. You been robbing people. That's why you ain't got no help. Because you done robbed everybody. You hear me? But you can't talk to Vonnie like that. You got to talk to Vonnie with. So what made you hang around OTF? Some shit like that. And what Vonnie gonna do? End up saying, oh, because Lil Durk was paying. He was paying me to get hot cars and he told me to go on the hit because they didn't know how to ride through Atlanta back roads. And I know all the roads because I'm from Atlanta. You hear me? Vonnie gonna be a stinger, man. Vonnie gonna be a stinger. But Lil Durk has been superseded for the 4th time in federal history that we just seen it. It probably happened before, but we ain't never seen it. We ain't seen it in our lifetime where they had to for. And the only reason why they doing that is because now Drew opened up a can of worms. So they using their federal powers. All right, look, ain't gonna be no duplicate charges. We're gonna stick them with resulting in death of Lil Pop. We're gonna stick them with trying to kill Quando Rondo. We're gonna stick all of them with a charge apiece. Hey, look, the feds know that Lil Durk, Drew could argue 1 charge, 2 charge, 3 charges. But what's the charge? Hey, look, what's the chances of you beating all 6 charges? See, it would have been a good thing if my boy El Smirk Gatto, you know what I'm talking about, that's his name, El Smirk Gatto, cause he think he was Gotti or some shit. He had to think he was Gotti in order for you to be a multi-millionaire and you fucking riding around with OTF Vonnie and Bezu, and then y'all clap at somebody, and then you go and make a song called Risk It. I cried to the killer, and he said he gonna drive. Shout out my boy Zoo. You hear me? And then threw Zoo right up under the bus in the song, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. Durk been telling on them. They got a right to tell on Durk. What about all them damn songs? Jam, that's my twin. He keep a 10 and then get Jam with me. Jam ain't tell, Jam ain't, hey, look, unless Jam come out and say, I approve those lyrics, hey, we just got to say that Lil Durk threw his name out there, man. Boona, because he a chief. That's dropping a dime, man. If the feds listen to the feds recording it, they hear Lil Durk say, they call a nigga Boona. Oh, Boona the chief, huh? Okay, keep going. Keep going. Keep telling us. You be with Zoo them, y'all on 4-6? Hey, make sure you write down what's 4-6 and oh, 4-6 Woodline. Okay, we're gonna sit over there too. You hear me? Like dropping straight blues clues, man. Just imagine a motherfucker go on a hit, man, and go and kill somebody. And then you got a rapper that heard everything. He just heard everything. He just happened to be in the house. And then he go in the crib, be like, my homie came back off a hit, said he got 2 hats, showed me the gun, it was all black. Y'all in the crib listen to this shit on the internet. He saying your name and everything. He said he hopped over the fence, then he ran from the law. He jumped under the car. The law rolled past. That's that black car. The cop car, it was black. Had M176. Hell no, man. Them niggas ain't getting out of jail, man. Y'all might as well find y'all a new rapper. Trenches News finna start rapping, in fact. So y'all might as well be down with OPP. You hear me? Y'all might as well be down with OPP. You hear me? You might as well be down with Swipe, man. I'm finna be the new Lil Durk. You hear me? I'm finna be the new Lil Durk, goddamn. I'm finna be the voice of the neighborhood hero. The hero. Heroes. Hey, please don't blink. Shout out, please don't blink, man. Make sure y'all go and follow Blink channel, man. Make sure y'all go and follow his channel. He got an interview of mine over there too. Well, he was on the channel. I was interviewing him. Shout out to everybody on here. Smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button. Hey, y'all, we gonna talk about Big U and Wack100 in a minute. Cause Wack100, he can't get out of this one, man. Wack100 told the detailed story. He told the detailed story. You only get a chance to tell your story one time, man. And it's recorded. So we're gonna talk about Wack100 and we're gonna talk about Future because Future really ran through the airport. It's in paperwork, and we're gonna talk about Big U, his new charges. He got 7 of those. Big U ain't never come home either. Hey, that'll be crazy though. Hey, won't this be crazy though? Hey, won't this be crazy? I need everybody to close their eyes, man. My imagination go wild sometimes. Everybody close their eyes right now. Don't cheat either. Close your eyes. Imagine Lil Durk is the one who Big U told to handle the business, man. Stand on the business. Get somebody to stand on the business on this wing. And Lil Durk told the feds, went to the feds like, Big U trying to, man, I don't know if he trying to set me up, y'all, something though, but he came to me talking about some, man, he need me to get dude them hit. That'll be crazy as hell. Hey, may the best man win. If I was Lil Durk, I'd be pointing the finger right back at their ass. No bullshit. You got millions of dollars. You got a wife that's pretty. You got kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Your son, your son is gonna be in the NFL, possibly, and to lose all your shit, man, for some bombs, bro. Like, hell no. I would have, if I was Lil Durk, I would have been hey, what y'all got on the table for me? No, that's too much. 35, that's too much. Hey, in Chicago, they was offering me 10 before, You got to talk the feds down, man. You just got to talk them down, shit. You got to tell them. You got to, as Lil Durk, you got to tell them, man, hey, look, I'm willing to be on caps for the rest of my life. I'm willing to get on the news like Gunna did and say, if you seen the gang member kill somebody, please call 1-900-CRIME-TV. This is approved by Lil Durk. If you got to do that all the fucking rest of your life, it's better than sitting in the feds. I can tell you that. Sitting in jail with a bunch of hard-ons on everything. Niggas lying about stories and shit, how much money they was getting. And I don't want to hear them stories no more. how fresh they was. Niggas ain't got no commissary, bro. But they reminiscing about the world. They ain't got a 10 piece at that. They got 10 years ago. They stay talking about what they had. Man, fuck that shit. He probably set it all up. Hey, hey, I can tell you this. I know this for sure. I know this damn for sure. Vonnie, it was right up Vonnie Alley to go to California and all that shit. Hey, look, I'm pretty sure Durk didn't mastermind this shit. You hear me? Cause I know Lil Durk, and Lil Durk ain't that motherfucking smart to mastermind this shit. To get on planes and you take jets and we call them and this shit. Durk ain't that motherfucking smart. Bonnie did it, but guess what? He had their credit card, man, and that's the part that you can't you can't get out of, man. When a motherfucker got your credit card and a motherfucker just left from you, well, he was on camera, and then he used your credit card to book the killers, to house the killers. Like you, like bro, a motherfucker won't even play with you, bro, if they really respect you. If you won with the shit, like ain't nobody just gonna use your credit. Oh, let me just use swipe credit card, or let me just use NC credit card to fucking swipe for this murder to house the killers and fly them back out after they kill them. Let's stop at In and Out. Burgers on us. Burgers on everybody. Burgers on Lil Durk. They said they was going around the In and Out spot saying burgers on them. I can't believe it, but then I can believe it for real. Cause who the fuck hungry after you kill somebody? I ain't never been hungry after. Hey, look, I was scared as shit my first time shooting at somebody, just shooting at them without hitting them. I couldn't eat for 2 days. I ain't know which way they was coming back, if they was coming back or none of that shit. You hear me? I was nervous than a motherfucker. Only thing I could take down is some crunch curls and a 50-cent juice. That's the only thing I could suck on. Well, a couple of freeze pops too. But y'all get what I'm talking about, man. Ain't nobody think about eating no damn bacon with lettuce and cheese, and you know what I'm talking about. Like, you ain't thinking about eating that shit, man. You ain't thinking about eating that unless you ain't get out the car. Now, if you ain't get out the car, you can eat. But if you got out the car, you damn near got the runs. You got diarrhea right now. You need some Pepto Bismol, not no In and Out. Shit, and you about to get back on the plane. You know, when that plane go up in the air, drop back down for about 20 seconds, and then it go right back up. You hear me? So that's bubble guts right there. Them niggas kill somebody, went to the end, and I was like, that's crazy, bro. I ain't never heard of it. You hear me? Is anybody left on 63rd? Let me see. Let me see. What part of 63rd? Cause 63rd is big, you know. What part you talking about of 63rd? I don't understand that question. It's a 63rd run all the way across. Now, if you're talking about in between Champlain and Eberhard, yeah, the numbers is declining. Goddamn it, if that's what you want to know, the numbers have declined in between Champlain and motherfucking and Vernon. Goddamn it, it's declined. Goddamn it, we gotta check the weather over there. They said it's a light chance of snow, man. You ain't looking for the guys. You ain't looking for the guy who got shot with his own gun, who went to Northbrook. That's a private school. You ain't talking about him. I know something about you. You went to Glenbrook. That's a private school. Sound like you sneak dissing on that guy, that one guy. Sound like you talking about that guy who got shot with his own gun, man. We gonna leave him alone, man. He a victim of drill. We can't prey on him. He already been preyed on. He been preyed on his whole life. He got the internet now. He got the opportunity to be a John Gotti now on the internet. You know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We leaving Young alone. We ain't on that with him, man. We ain't on shit with him. We ain't on shit with Gizmo Duck. Gizmo Duck, he lost. Hey, but I'd be lost too, man. If I was depending on, I'm talking about one man to take us all the way across the country, and then he get killed, and you ain't had no plan B. Only plan B he know is the pill. You know what I'm talking about? That's the only plan B he knows. So he ain't had no plan B. They can't do what Vonnie and Caleb B did and steal Von's songs, and then I like this song. I could steal all his lyrics. They can't do that to Duck. Duck one of a kind, man. He one of a kind. They missed their beat, man. They supposed to protect the bag at all costs. Oh, that thing. Get a bag what he want. The bag is gonna take you forever. But everybody want to be the man. Everybody want to be the man, and that's the problem with Chicago niggas, especially. I'm just talking about Chicago because that's where I'm talking about. I know most definitely. Everybody want to be the man. Don't nobody want to see nobody on. Don't nobody want to see nobody at the top. Don't nobody. Everybody. And then if you do help somebody, I'm talking about, like, it's just weird, man. It's just weird as hell. And then some people, you glad that they ain't got to the top. Because if they get to the top, shit, they going to close the door on every motherfucker body. You hear me? If half these motherfuckers had a platform from Chicago, they'll close the door on their own homies, man. Trust me. Hey, when you broke, you can say what you going to do for your homies now. It's a difference between when you broke. You can say all the dreams and aspirations that you want to do. You hear me? You can say all that shit. I'm gonna do this, and we gonna do this, and we gonna have yachts and 5.0s and shit. And soon that nigga get that money, he gone on everything. He gone. Now he talking to you short on the line. Hey, bro, I'm gonna call you right back. Somebody calling on the phone. You hear me? Hey, bro. Hey, look, stay by the phone real quick. Somebody calling. Somebody calling. Somebody calling. You hear me? Like, for real, ain't nobody called that nigga. He just don't want to talk to y'all. He just don't want to tell you. You know what I'm talking about? That it's over with. He didn't hit the lick. He didn't hit the jackpot, man. He have no interest in you dudes. So that's what I got on that one. But I want to switch over to Wack100 real quick, man. Because Wack100, hey, Wack100 was telling the truth, man. Everybody, I know a lot of people be saying that he be lying. He told the truth on this one. Wack100, the future story is real. It's real. It's in federal paperwork. It's on pacer.gov. And future name is they got him as N, whatever his initials is. They got there, and they said that he got into 2 incidents. He got stumped out one time, and then he got chased the other time on everything. So, feds did a sweep. Real niggas linking up. Yeah. Feds did a sweep. So Wack100 described this story, y'all. Matter of fact, before I get to Wack100, I gotta go to Big U first. Then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back to Wack100. I gotta go to Big U first. Cause Big U got 7 new charges, and this how we end up getting to the Wack100 shit.
Rasmussen University did a very good job preparing
Yep,
us
that's what it
for
is
how
right there.
excelled it would
That's
be,
what it is.
giving
That's what it
us
says
the
in the
resources
paperwork,
that we
man.
need, the help that we need, and my grades reflected that as well.
Every time you flush, it's like your toilet sneezes.
And new at 4, the feds have brought new charges against a man known as Big U. He is accused of running a criminal enterprise in South LA while collecting millions of dollars in anti-gang money. Eugene Henley Jr. has been in federal custody for more than a year now. And prosecutors at this point say he tried to have a witness taken out. NBC4 investigative.
Hey, man, before we get started with this Big U shit, man. Hey, I just want to say 2 things. Smash that like button, and who the hell gonna get somebody in a jail? Y'all all fighting y'all case. This is a jail where everybody fighting their case at. You got to get shipped out of here one day. you decide to tell somebody in there to go and handle some business. Like Big U gotta be the dumbest, big uterus. He gotta be the biggest, the dumbest, the largest.
Reporter Eric Leonard has been following this case since the beginning. He joins us live with an update. Eric.
Hi, Colleen. Well, federal prosecutors say this was a plot hatched from inside jail, where they say Henley was trying to pay other inmates to go after and attack a key witness. This allegedly happened last month while Henley was awaiting trial on conspiracy, racketeering, and fraud charges. This is Eugene Henley Jr. in a sketch from one of his initial appearances in federal court after he was arrested last year. Part of the initial case accused him of diverting public and donor money from his gang intervention programs and enriching himself. The feds say while he carried himself as a reformed gang leader working to prevent violence, in reality, he was still a shot caller on the streets, running a large criminal organization.
Mr. Henley operated Big U Enterprises, a mafia-like organization that utilized Mr. Henley's stature and long-standing association with the Crips criminal street gang and other gangs here in Los Angeles to intimidate businesses and individuals in our communities.
Now, 17 months after that arrest, the feds have brought new charges, alleging that Henley hatched a plot from behind bars to take out a witness against him. A superseding indictment unsealed today says on June 10th, last month, Henley offered to pay 2 inmates to kill or harm victim 1 in order to prevent that person from testifying. There are other new charges that allege Henley was involved in moving women across state lines for prostitution in 2022 and 2023, and that he filed a fraudulent application for a COVID-19 disaster loan. Henley's organizations received millions of dollars in public money to run anti-gang programs in South Los Angeles, much of it funneled through the mayor's office and its gang reduction and youth development program. Henley's defense lawyer says his client maintains his innocence and plans to fight all of these charges in court. I'm investigative reporter Eric Leonard, NBC4 News.
Monster goes into custody. He's a key.
1 in 3 males over 40 experience drips and dribbles. But imagine being this comfortable with it.
Hey, hey. Hey, man. Hey, look, this all I'm saying, man. Wack told this story 3 years ago. I remember. He was sitting across from Adam, and he was like, yeah, Future, and this and this and this and this. And he threw the phone and Birdman them. Well, it's in the paperwork, man. So this my only question is, why Wack100 ain't in jail and Big U in jail, man? It gotta be something, man. Hey, look, chasing somebody through a federal airport in some harmful way, bro, that's a crime, bro. That's a crime, man. The feds, the federal air, that's a federal crime, bro. If you fight in the airport, bro, you could catch a federal case on some real shit, bro. So I don't know how he ain't in jail, bro, because he described this, and it sounds like they talking about Wack100 as the person, you know what I'm talking about, in the story, if you read the paperwork.
Hi.
And that Big U got another charge or something like that. I don't know. I wouldn't give a damn how many charges he got. I can care less. I'm not a Big U fan, a Big U sympathizer, or none of that. Pig. They can give him 17 million charges. They can charge him up. That's his business. But we're going to go over his charges. That's what we're going to do. Let me grab my little bat phone. Prince sent me, believe Prince sent me his charges. Go over my little bat phone. Think he got 7 new charges. We're going to go over them. Some of them I'm familiar with. Some of them we covered over a month ago because we knew they was coming. You know, we kind of disposed to be ahead of y'all at times. We knew the witness tampering was coming on Monster like a month or so ago. taxes, 2 counts of witness tampering, I think 1 count of sex trafficking, and 2 counts of tamper with a witness. These are ones that he trying to unalive the witness. Now, these 2 counts, the reason why they so serious, let me tell you what happened. The feds are saying, okay, they're saying that this dude Monster may not be a reliable witness. They say it might be some backstory to Monster and Big U, and that maybe thanks, baby. And like maybe, you know, it may come a time to where Big U might be able to wiggle out of, you know, this Monster situation. All right, there we go. See what we'll do. So let me tell you what they did, which I'm gonna keep it real. I really believe that the whole Monster extortion thing is all BS, personally. Just from what I know, how I know these dudes individually, right? I still don't want to say Big U was running around extorting people for 500s, 200s, 1,000, which there's some supporting things that says maybe that's possible, because I guess the food vendors around the football or whatever are alleging this, some tow truck drivers, whatever. Now, the reason why I say this about Monster is because Monster's the guy that goes and borrows money from people. He'll come say, hey, bro, let me borrow 40. I'm going to give you 50 back in a month, is what he'll say. And then when the month comes, he turned his phone off. This is what I believe happened. He working time off the case he got a situation that is a insurance of it here, right? Boom. And for the feds to bring the charges, Big U damn sure they got him on wiretap.
Hey, hold on. The family got the part where I'm talking about that. So we gonna watch the family TV part, because he got it where it's edited to that part. Let me see. Smash that like button.
Property.
Nobody wins when the family feels.
To take down DNA, he wouldn't give them his DNA, so they had to serve him a search warrant to get his DNA.
Get out, and then they have to have an experience before they realize I should have checked in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dean Henley Jr., a career criminal known as Big U, who used his contacts and leadership role in the Crips criminal street gang, the entertainment industry, and a youth charity to further his own criminal enterprise, an enterprise that engaged in murder, extortion, robbery, human trafficking, COVID fraud, and other felonies. Mr. Henley and several other individuals linked to him and his criminal enterprise were charged in a criminal complaint with federal racketeering conspiracy. Mr. Henley is a fugitive, and he is currently wanted by federal law enforcement. Other individuals linked to his criminal enterprise were arrested today, approximately 10 defendants who are charged in various indictments. Again, Mr. Henley is a fugitive. 4 defendants are in state custody and will be transferred into federal custody, and we are still seeking Mr. Henley and another fugitive.
Man, we got to talk. This Big U federal case just got a whole lot bigger. I'm talking about an 85-page indictment that the feds just dropped. And after reading it, I can tell you right now, this ain't just some paperwork. They added a whole lot of new allegations that wasn't in the last one. They talking about murder, trying to keep witnesses quiet while incarcerated, robbery, nonprofit money, taxes. It's a lot. And if what the government is alleging is true, they're trying to paint the picture that this wasn't just one crime. They're saying this was an entire enterprise. Now, before we go over this one, y'all already know how we do it over here. An indictment is just that, an indictment. These are allegations by federal prosecutors, and everybody charged is presumed innocent till they proven guilty in court. My job not to pick a side. My job is to show you exactly what the paperwork says. And trust me, some of the stuff in this new indictment caught me completely off guard. The feds are alleging Big U ordered violent acts, tried to stop witnesses from talking, and laid out what they say happened to an artist they identified as RW. We went over that in the last video, but it also included allegations involving Grammy-winning artists. We're going to separate what's rumor, what's public, and what's actually in this indictment. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it.
Make another PSA. Listen, if you ever wish payday came sooner, this might actually help. It's a banking app called Current with
Google Future gets rushed in LA Club. They was on him. That's why they was on him.
Talking about Trick from Detroit.
Nah, Trick from Detroit. So, that's broke, right? So all I know is, we always knew who owed somebody some money. So when we leave and we go into Atlanta, you know that story I tell Rich about when Big U said, Wack, catch this flight with me, I want to show you something. And he took me out there and took me to the Four Seasons. He said, I'm going to turn this out to the 60s. They got a blood neighborhood around the corner. You could turn that out. And I said, nigga, you tripping. I went back to the airport and left. It was that trip. That was the trip. We on that red-eye Delta flight. Same one I used to always catch lunch off on. Right. So the nigga, when we come through, Big U he say, little bro, is that the nigga? I look. I said, that's something shoulder, bitch. I said, hey, dude, come here. Let me holler at you. You know when you first come through, when you grabbing your shit off the conveyor belt on the other side of security? So that nigga started trotting through that motherfucker. Lead a bitch. I'm trotting right behind him. We on the Delta side, right? It ain't number one flight leaving that night going to Atlanta, right? All the other red eyes on American side. So the nigga breaks right and runs into the thing that connects to the plane, but it wasn't no plane. The nigga throws the phone. When I pick the phone up, it's another reason why Future ain't gonna say nothing, because I make the homie come on Clubhouse and tell the truth. He know, right? I pick the phone up. He say, bro, I say, what's up? He say, what's the problem? I say, oh, the homie. He said, who? I tell him. He said, what he owe him? I said, his light ain't nothing but a dime, but he owe him. He played him. Nigga been ducking him. He say, Wack, my word, I sent it in the morning. Give me his wire. My word is on me. I got business with that nigga. Let him be. He said, let him be. I said, all right, you got that. I dropped the phone on the ground and walked back out. He sent Trick his money the next day.
Have you seen Future since then?
Now, we're all over the internet. That seemed to be the focus. Big U press Future as of right now, based on the new superseding indictment. But they also not looking at Wack indicating that it was just him and Big U at the airport. And based on this new paperwork, Big U and the co-conspirator was at the airport, allegedly attacking Future. So why they got Wack as co-conspirator one, allegedly?
This video, I'm going to go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. And he's actually got video and footage of it. So y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about Wack. Wack, loose cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all filed. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what these be saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this shit. If you have something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city.
Before we try to break that down and see if that's true or not, that's later in the indictment. Let's literally start on page 1. Before we get into the murders, the robberies, and everything else the feds are alleging, we got to understand who they saying was involved. Because the first few pages of this indictment aren't about proving a crime. They're about introducing the people and setting the stage for everyone that's coming later. The very first name is one everyone already knows. Eugene Henley Jr., better known as Big U. But look how the indictment introduces him. They don't just call him Big U. They list his allies, which is Unc, Draws, Hannibal Muhammad, Anybody Killer, and Dave Austin.
Hold on, Big U. Oh, you want all the names? Big U, Hannibal, Anybody, Unique. You know what I'm saying?
Escape the indoors with Cutter Backyard Bug Solutions. From lawn treatment that lasts all.
Yeah, Dante, Draws, you know. Commonly known to my family as Big Draw.
That's important because prosecutors are trying to connect all of those names to one individual before they even start presenting evidence. Then they move to the people they say were the closest to him. First, Sylvester Robinson, also known as Vay. The government described him as Big U long-time criminal partner, rather. They don't just say they knew each other. They describe Robinson as Big U's right-hand man, underboss, and enforcer. That's the government's wording. You'll hear those titles come up throughout the indictment. Next is Mark Martin, also known as Big Claw. Prosecutors say he was another close associate, a self-admitted rolling 60s member, and someone they believe helped Big U's business operations. According to the indictment, Martin owned Under the Hood Muscle Cars in California and co-founded Unique Music Entertainment with Big U. Then there were additional defendants, Termaine Williams, also known as Loose Cannon, Amani, also known as Monty, Frederick Blayton Jr., and Tiffany Hayes. We'll get into what prosecutors specifically accuse each of them as we move through the different counts, because not everybody is charged with the exact same crimes. Now here's where things started getting interesting to me. The feds aren't saying this was just a group of friends. They were saying this was an organized criminal enterprise. In fact, they gave it a name, the Big U Enterprise. According to prosecutors, this alleged enterprise operated in Los Angeles and elsewhere, and they claim its members worked together over the course of years to commit crimes that included murder, robbery, extortion, fraud, human trafficking, and witness tampering. The indictment say Big U wasn't just involved in the streets. Prosecutors say he was also the CEO of a nonprofit called Developing Options. They say Mark Martin served as the chief financial officer, and Robinson was the organization payroll. According to the indictment, the organization also operated under names like Unique Ballers, Crenshaw Rams Football, Crenshaw Youth Football and Cheer, and Crenshaw Ballers. On paper, Developing Options was supposed to help keep young people away from gangs, drugs, and violence through the intervention program and youth sports. That's how it presented itself publicly, according to the indictment. But the government say there were another side of it. According to federal prosecutors, Developing Options received about $550,000 a year through Los Angeles Gang Reduction Youth Development, GRYD program. The indictment say between 2018 and 2023, the organization received more than $2.35 million in public funding. Prosecutors allege Big U, Mark Martin, were responsible for making sure.
Hey, Explosive. Do you feel like you a victim of Big U? That was your team, man. You played for that team once, man. He stole from them kids, brother. They say Big U stole the whole Christmas truck and then called his son and said, "Hey, cuz, we're gonna need everybody to put up another 40."
Sure, the organization complied with the grant's requirements, including employee background checks, training, certifications, budgeting, payroll, and required reporting. Now, at this point, the government hasn't yet explained what they believe happened to that money. They're laying the foundation. They're showing the jury what position these defendants allegedly held before they even get into the later allegations of fraud and misuse of nonprofit resources. And that's something you'll notice throughout this indictment. The prosecutors don't jump around. They build the case piece by piece. First, they tell you who everyone is. Then they explain what roles they allegedly played. Only after that do they start laying out specific crimes they say were committed. And trust me, that's where this indictment starts taking a turn. Because in the next section, the feds explain what they say the purpose of this alleged enterprise really was. And it's much broader than just one murder case. Next was the check-in culture. The feds don't describe it as a network of pay and respect. According to the indictment, they allege it became a way to demand money, exert control, and determine who could safely conduct business in Los Angeles. They even quote statements prosecutors attribute to Big U from podcasts and documentaries to support that theory. And that's exactly where this indictment really starts connecting public statements to the government's criminal criminal allegations. Now, fam, this is probably one of the most talked about parts in this indictment. Because if you listen to interviews over the last 10 to 15 years, you probably heard people talk about checking in. Big U even had a podcast called Check In. Some people say it was about showing respect. Others say it was about making sure everybody was safe. According to prosecutors, certain people coming into Los Angeles, including professional athletes, musicians, entertainers, and even people involved in criminal activity, were expected to contact Big U before doing business in the city. The indictment say the purpose was simply introducing yourself. The government alleged people were expected to ask permission and in many situations make payments to receive what prosecutors describe as protection while they were in Los Angeles. Now here's where this section is a little bit different. The feds aren't relying on only one witness statement. They're using Big U's own public interviews, documentaries, and podcasts as part of their case. In the Big U podcast Checking In, the quote lyrics from opening Check In when they arrived in Los Angeles and warned that if they don't, it's going to get hot.
Hop off the plane, check in. Penthouse suite, check in.
To the government.
Hey, I hope they Rico Snoop Dogg ass too, since he was on the song on the hook talking about check in, goddammit. Hey, Snoop Dogg, you finna go down, nigga. You beat the murder case 911, whatever your song murder was the case that they gave you. Well, they finna get your ass a Rico too. Cause it sounds like you was helping Big U with the check in lyrics, goddammit.
Government, those public statements help explain what they believe the phrase was inside the alleged enterprise. Then they brought up another statement. According to the indictment, prosecutors quote Big U from the documentary Hip Hop Uncovered when they alleged that if he didn't answer the phone, that can mean death for somebody. The indictment brings up something from around 2017. According to prosecutors, Big U was recorded speaking to a film crew in Los Angeles. The government alleged they told them that if they wanted to film in the neighborhood, they needed to check in. Prosecutors also alleged he warned that if they didn't, we're going to check in all your equipment.
Don't matter. You're nice, go hard.
Movie production in the hood. That's how we do it, man.
Top flight, baby. Security.
GB running this here movie set in the hood.
Come on out here.
Coming out here and checking in with GB, getting these movies done. You better know it.
Sure.
Anytime you want to do movies in the hood, just check it in. We can make sure it's done. Movies, videos. But if you don't check it in,
Oh, well. Check your ass out.
we're going to check you in, all right? We're going to check in all of your equipment. We're going to check in all of your equipment.
I include that because the government is trying to show a pattern. In fact, at this point, we just getting started because the next session in this indictment finally moves away from explaining what the enterprise is and begins laying out the overacts, the specific events prosecutors say actually happened. And the very first one is the allegation that's been at the center of this federal case from the very beginning, the murder of R.W. in Las Vegas, a young man who was a football star, where a football player played with Big U's son. Now, we all know Big U's son now plays in the NFL, but unfortunately, his friend didn't make it. He ended up becoming a rapper under Big U. He ended up dissing Big U. Days later, he was dead. The very first overact they focus on is the murder of a man they identify only by his initials, R.W. We already identified him in the first video. I'll leave the link in the bio. According to prosecutors, R.W. was an artist signed to or working with Unique Music, and they alleged Big U believed R.W. had disrespected both him and what they called the Big U enterprise. Those allegations contained in the indictment. Now, here's
I ain't gonna lie, I don't think nobody's supposed to die, man. But what was RW thinking, man? Big U paid for your studio time and you used the studio time to diss him, bro. And then when he asked, did you do something, you sent him to record that you dissed him. Yeah, your big draws stink. Don't nobody respect big draws, his goof ass. Man, California different, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like a nigga book you, bro, and you ain't never been to the studio, bro. Just take that as a blessing, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think he should have died though over no damn this though, but that's crazy.
It's what stood out to me. The government isn't saying this happened after some random argument. They're alleging this was planned days before. According to the indictment, prosecutors say Big U arranged for RW to travel from Los Angeles to Las Vegas to record music at a studio owned by a Grammy-winning producer. They don't identify the producer by name in the indictment, only by description. The government say an employee of Unique Music identified only as KF booked RW's plane ticket. And not only that, they allege KF also booked RW's Airbnb through January 19th through the 26th of 2021 because the purpose of the trip was supposed to be recording music. So from the government perspective, everything about the trip looked normal. A plane ticket, a place to stay, studio time, everything looked like business. But according to prosecutors, things changed on January 24th, 21. The indictment alleged Big U and Sylvester Robinson drove from Los Angeles to Las Vegas in a Lexus. Why? The government say they went to the studio to confront RW because they believe he hadn't been taking the recording sessions seriously and had wasted expensive studio time. According to prosecutors, Big U confronted RW about missing studio work and accused him of disrespecting Unique Music and the alleged enterprise. Now, family, think about what prosecutors are doing here. Every fact they're laying out is building a timeline. They're trying to show a jury there was a reason for a trip, a reason for the confrontation, and eventually, according to the government, a motive. But we're still not in the part that investigators believe is the murder itself. Because in the next session, the feds start talking about cell phone location data, airplane mode, and the drive away from the studio. Not to mention the trip towards a remote area north of Las Vegas. And what exact timeline they say places Big U with RW shortly before RW's body was discovered. According to the indictment, after RW finished recording at the studio, something changed. The government alleged that shortly before 1 a.m. on January 25th, 2021, Big U's 2 cell phones suddenly stopped reporting location data. Now here's why prosecutors say that's significant. According to the indictment, investigators believe both phones either were turned off or placed into airplane mode at nearly the same time while Big U was still in the area of the recording studio. According to prosecutors, Big U drove RW from the studio back to the Airbnb. But here's what they say happened next. Instead of staying there for the night, the indictment alleged that around 1:20 in the morning, RW came back outside with the suitcase already packed. Think about that for a second. According to the government, his return flight to Los Angeles wasn't scheduled until the next day. His Airbnb reservation also wasn't supposed to end until the next day. Yet prosecutors allege he left the Airbnb early carrying his luggage and got into the Lexus with Big U. The indictment alleged Big U drove north of Las Vegas towards an area near Apex Regional Landfill. The government doesn't spend pages speculating about what happened there. Instead, they simply lay out the route they say investigators reconstructed.
I'm calling about my car insurance going up.
I'm gonna have to put you on hold.
Using digital evidence and location data. Then, according to prosecutors, the vehicle turned around. The indictment alleged Big U drove back towards Las Vegas. And at around 2:15 a.m., the government says both cell phones suddenly begin reporting location information again. Remember, just a little earlier, prosecutors alleged both phones had stopped transmitting location data. According to the indictment, around 2:20 a.m., Big U allegedly called Sylvester Robinson, who prosecutors say had remained at the recording studio. A short time later, the indictment alleged Big U returned to the studio, and according to the prosecutors, when someone asked where he'd been, he allegedly said he had gone to the gym. According to the indictment, later that day, RW's body was found in the north of Las Vegas with multiple gunshot wounds to the head. The indictment even includes a photograph identifying the general location, where prosecutors say the body was recovered. And if you thought that's where the story ends, it doesn't. Because the next session isn't about the murder itself. It's about what the feds say happened after the murder. Now, fam, if everything we talked about so far is the government's timeline leading up to RW's death, the next section is about what prosecutors say happened after. Because according to the indictment, the murder wasn't the end of it. The feds alleged that almost immediately, people began taking steps to make sure investigators wouldn't be able to piece together what happened. Those are allegations contained in the indictment and remain unproven unless established in court. The first thing prosecutors pointing to is a phone call. According to the indictment, after RW was killed, Big U contacted the Grammy-winning producer, whose studio RW had been using. Why? The government alleged Big U told the producer that Nevada homicide detectives were going to be contacting him about the murder investigation. Now, by itself, some people might say that's just giving somebody a heads up. But then prosecutors describe what they say happened next. According to the indictment, the very next day, Big U allegedly contacted the same producer again and demanded that the producer and his employees leave the recording studio. And this is where the government theories start getting serious. Federal prosecutors allege that at Big U's direction, an associate identified only as DS, along with others, removed portions of the studio's security system, including surveillance video and data covering the time period period when R.W., Big U, and Robinson had been inside the studio. A couple days later, prosecutors say KF, the same employee they allege booked R.W.'s travel and Airbnb, contacted the Airbnb owner and asked a very specific question. According to the indictment, he allegedly wanted to know whether there were cameras on the property. But the part that really jumped off the page for me came almost 2 years later. According to the indictment, prosecutors intercepted a phone call on December 31st, 2022. In that call, they alleged Big U made statements about how he handled problems with other men and suggested that if he had a serious issue with someone, either that person wouldn't be here or he wouldn't be here. The government included that quote because prosecutors believe it reflects the mindset they existed inside the alleged enterprise. But the next section gets into intercepted phone calls, switching vehicles, avoiding detectives, and cryptic FaceTime conversations, warning family members not to talk, and what prosecutors say were coordinated efforts to stay one step ahead of investigators. And that's when witness tampering had allegedly begun. In the next section of this indictment, according to the feds, once detectives started closing in, the government alleged the focus shifted from the crime itself to making sure nobody helped investigators. According to prosecutors, everything really picks up on February 14, 2023. That's when detectives allegedly went looking for Big U in connection to R.W.'s murder. The indictment say investigators went to his residence, but according to the government, his wife allegedly told detectives that Big U didn't actually live there full time. According to the indictment, after speaking with detectives, Big U's wife allegedly called him using his father's phone. The indictment even alleged Big U's first question wasn't, what do they want? According to prosecutors, he asked, how many officers are there? According to prosecutors, after learning detectives were looking for him, Big U allegedly stopped going home for several days. The government also alleged he switched vehicles with co-defendant Sylvester Robinson. Again, each one of these facts standing alone may not prove anything, but prosecutors are telling the jury to look at the total picture instead of one event. Then on February 21st, 2023, Big U allegedly instructed his own son not to talk to anyone about R.W.'s murder. The indictment also alleged he told his wife to contact KF's mother. But here's what caught my attention. According to prosecutors, he allegedly instructed her to use FaceTime for their conversation. On July 5th, 2023, federal investigators had a hidden recording device inside under the hood muscle cars. Prosecutors alleged that after law enforcement tried contacting Big U, Mark Martin, Big U began wondering out loud whether they were under surveillance in connection with R.W.'s murder. Now, part 8 is the alleged extortion operation. This is where the indictment shifts away from the R.W. homicide and talk about something prosecutors say been going on for years, including the incident with Future. According to the feds, this wasn't just about one person. They alleged the enterprise was making money by intimidating people into paying what they describe as extortion payments. And the first example was someone they don't identify by name. Instead, the indictment refers to the person only as MDC, describing him as a Grammy-winning recording artist. And for those who don't know, Future's real name is Nevadius Damum Wilbur, also known as Nevadius Damum Cash. According to prosecutors back in 2004.
Yeah, man. Hey, Future, I know I seen you come out yesterday, man. I see you come out yesterday and said it didn't happen in your little flunky dope boy from Cleveland, man. But this shit real, man. Hey, Future, it's okay to run, man, if you outnumbered. But I know damn well you ain't just take off from Wack100. They say Wack100 like T-Roy size, man. Hey, they say Sierra stood on business. She was looking, that's why she left Future, man. I thought she left Future because he was cheating. Say, motherfucker, she left Future, man. He ran through that airport at what's her name, man? Said he ran like he was a football player. That's why she got Russell Wilson, man. Say Future ran so fast, she into the speed now.
14, Big U allegedly approached this artist to collect money on behalf of someone from Detroit, Trick. The government says when the artist refused to pay and stopped answering calls, things escalated. The incident alleged Big U and others committed violence against the artist and members of his security team because the refusal to pay. Now, 2 people was there according to Wack100, Big U and him. And if the feds know this, it will have to be Future or Wack100 who allegedly gave up this information.
What's wrong with you, man?
No, I'm not. That's why I said I wasn't going to call you.
I just called Remo all kind of bitch ass nigga. Nigga running my name. I said the crazy part about it is 90% of you motherfuckers wasn't even around back then to even know what you read. First of all, Future ain't never give us touch. I ain't never heard Future get his ass whooped in L.A. Let's cover that. He damn sure wasn't touched at the airport, and I made it clear that Big U stayed behind When I had the conversation with him, so he never touched him. Then he's talking about days later in L.A. Well, we all took a red eye to fucking Atlanta that night. Big, you stayed in Atlanta a week. I came back the same day. Same day I landed, I came back. So there's no way, days later, Future got his ass whooped in L.A. and Big U stayed in motherfucking Atlanta for a week.
I think that, are they talking about that party where they said the 60s pulled up?
I mean, now you got to remember, I've always said this because it was on the internet. Remember when the dumb bozo was telling me nothing was going on? It was a party in Hollywood.
Yeah.
It was a party in Hollywood.
Was it BT weekend? Was it BT World weekend?
I don't know. They took off on dude security and shit. That's you can find that on Google, but
yeah, and he went to the hospital.
It ain't adding up because for one, dude wasn't attacked in no airport. 2, wasn't no homeboys there. 3, it was a conversation. 4, we all got on the bread eye going to Atlanta.
All right, y'all. So Wack100 just said that wasn't no homeboys there, so he co-conspirator 1 then. Cause he the only motherfucker who told this story, man. He told it to the T. But the feds added in the shit that Wack100 try to leave out, man. Now, Big U, when Big U did respond to this, Big U said that he ain't never been to no airport or around Wack100, but he was saying that so he wouldn't get in fucking trouble. Cause he knew the feds had this BlackBerry tap. They had that nigga BlackBerry tap for 15 years, man. Who the hell still use a BlackBerry in 2020, man? Like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy as hell. You still using a BlackBerry, man. You got to know that motherfucking tap.
I came back. I landed that day, 6 in the morning, whatever time, and I came back that day. Big U stayed a week. Future stayed in Atlanta as well, so ain't no days later he got his ass whooped in LAX because the nigga wasn't in LA. And he never was touched. So I'm looking at the initials, but they shit ain't adding up. I mean, it ain't a charge. It's just an overt act anyway.
Yeah, it's an overt act.
Yeah, it ain't a charge, but
the only thing that was kind of sus is that, like, they're alluding to the story you told about Future, and
I'm always telling the story. For one, it wasn't no extortion. It was a real deal. That was a real debt, and it really got paid. And Future ain't even the one that paid it. I've always said that.
Nigga, that's the extortion, man. What is he talking about? He talking about that ain't extortion. Nigga, that's the extortion. Nigga, he owe y'all. Y'all just made up some shit and say you got to check in and owe y'all. That's why he ran, because he ain't know what the fuck was going on.
You shouldn't pay that debt. Like, you got paid the next day. And only got paid because it was a real. If you owe a motherfucker, I've been on the nigga all week. Owe me $10,000 this week. I've been on his ass all week. Nigga, I really gave you $20,000. You only sent back 10, and I need my other 10, motherfucker. I really gave you that. They go to motherfucking wire document to where you owe. So I don't know what people don't understand. If a motherfucker owes some money, you see a motherfucker, you gonna holler at a motherfucker, but. Motherfucker saying he was assaulted and all that. Like, where you get that's all cap.
And that's where the thin line, because I agree with you in this sense, and I'm wondering how they're trying to, like, lump everything into extortion. Like,
I'm telling you what's going on.
If I owe you $100 and I come to you and I say, yo, you gonna pay my $100, even if we have a heated discussion, am I extorting you or I'm asking you for payment for something you owe? Like, the money that you've never stated that money was anything other than a debt he owed. It wasn't on some, that's a check-in fee or that's a...
Hey, bro, I ain't never participated in no check-in fees with nobody. I don't believe in that shit. But and another thing you got to understand is, Big U co-defendants, if y'all don't know what y'all read.
Okay.
Like, if you read in 2023, Vay, who's 60 years old out of Northridge, right, says that he was holding one of Big U guns when they went and threatened the dispensary owner, right? Pay attention. Vay is in the RICO. He's one of the dudes that's free. This story about Future, this ain't coming from Future. This is coming from one of his homeboys on the RICO telling the story of what he thinks has happened, and it's between 2 of them.
Hey, Wack100, man. The feds got to go through the grand jury, man, with this shit, man. They ain't going off no, man, somebody had this and this and this and this. Man, you got to have first-hand knowledge, man. It sounds like the person who told them that shit was the nigga who was chasing Future through the airport, man. Hey, we wouldn't have knew about Future was running through no airport if Wack100 never said shit, man. And Big U, he knew. Cause he jumped right on the line like, hey, look, stop listening to Wack100 them and Loose Cannon them. They some clowns. I ain't never been around them in the airport or none of that shit. They was just letting it out.
It's either between Hop or Bear Claw, right?
Why do you think the feds put this in that? Because it wasn't in the other indictment.
It's just an overt answer. Because nigga, his codees is talking. Now they wasn't even there.
Okay.
This would lead me to believe it's one of his codees told that story because the story's off. You know how niggas would go back and add shit? You know, oh, yeah, we called a nigga, we put hands on him and all this old shit. Because reading that, it don't make sense. Because the nigga was never touched, and days later, he wasn't in LAX. The nigga was in Atlanta. Big U wasn't even in LA, he was in Atlanta. So that's why when I'm reading, I'm like, either this is another incident, or one of his codees is just telling these people something to tell them something. Because it don't make sense. He never was Future. I've never known Future for getting his ass whooped in LA.
Hey, the only thing I'm wondering why, and listen, I'm not trying to set you up with a question, but they.
Hey, DJ Academics, man. Yo, little scary ass, man. You scared to ask them, bro. You be on people ass about shit, bro. Now when it come to Wack100, you won't want to ask them. You know what you want to ask them, man. Why the fuck the story match, man? He steady saying, I just want to ask you one thing. Like, come on, man. You be on everybody else's ass, man. Now it's Wack. Now he don't want no parts of Wack. That's because niggas got to come to California, bro. On my mama, they got to come to California, bro. Like certain people, certain big podcasters, they got to come to Cali, bro. And when you come to Cali, you better check in. You hear me? Tristan News ain't got to go to Cali, man. But I love Cali. I never, nothing bad. They just gang banging motherfuckers, man. They just love gang banging. That's the culture. You hear me? So I ain't got no problem with nobody from Cali. But you got certain people, they got to go to Cali. They ain't got no options, bro. Cali and New York and the other big places, they got to go. So they got to respect people and everything, bro. Fuck Wack100. Shout out to my boy Byron Blake.
I believe it's one of his codees told that story because the story's off. You know how niggas would go back and add shit? You know, oh, yeah, we called a nigga, we put hands on him and all this old shit. Because reading that, it don't make sense. Because the nigga was never touched, and days later, he wasn't in LAX. The nigga was in Atlanta. Big U wasn't even in LA, he was in Atlanta. So that's why when I'm...
See, this why it's bad. This why it's bad, bro, to do some podcasts sometimes. Cause now Wack100 is backtracking. He trying to backtrack, and y'all reading it wrong. We read all the other paperwork right, but now it's this shit. And now you talking about we reading it wrong. How the hell is we reading it wrong, bro? It clearly said a Grammy winning artist with Future initials up in that motherfucker, and they're saying that he was chased. Now you the one who said you chased the motherfucker. It'll be wide open. It will be wide open, and nobody couldn't just pinpoint who they chased through the airport. And Wack100 wouldn't have said it 3 years ago, man. That's the only reason why we know this shit, that they talking about what Wack was talking about. Because Wack said it before it came out. Who would know the shit before it came out? A person who a part of the case or a witness. That's just plain and simple, man. Wack looked like he grew. Wack looked like Benjamin Button on that interview. On that little video he just did. Looked like his ass turned motherfucking 100 years old overnight. That paperwork out. He turned 100 overnight. Yeah, me and the Exposers and Monster. Man, it ain't say shit about Monster. It ain't said nothing about Cody or none of them motherfuckers. It said co-conspirator, goddammit, who chased Future through the airport. And that's Wack100, man. Because Wack said it. He can't sue nobody for this, for saying it. Because we got him on recording saying that he chased Future through the thing and Future through the phone. And Birdman said, hey, I'll pay the debt. He said it. He can't sue nobody. He can't intimidate nobody about this. He said it himself, man. It just happened to come back and bite him on everything. That's all.
Reading, I'm like, either this is another incident, or one of his Cody's is just telling these people something to tell them something. Because it don't make sense. He never was Future. I've never known Future for getting his ass whooped in LA.
Hey, the only thing I'm wondering why, and listen, I'm not trying to set you up with a question, but they put, and I don't know if they're referring to you or I get it, maybe with a Future, not Future. I mean, Big U's homeboys saying some shit to the feds, but they were like, they said Big U and a co-conspirator, and from the story we hear, we're wondering if that's aimed at you.
The prosecutors allege that just a few days later, Big U and another person chased the same artist through Los Angeles International Airport in another attempt to intimidate him into paying. They only speak on 2 people, fam. That's important. And remember what I said earlier in this video. Years ago, Wack100 publicly talked about an incident involving Future at the airport. Then the indictment moves to another alleged victim, identified as Victim 1. According to prosecutors, Victim 1 was involved in promoting music and clubs before later becoming associated with the unlicensed marijuana dispensary in Los Angeles. The government alleged that for years, Victim 1 was paying Big U as much as $25,000 a month in extortion payments. The alleged reoccurring payment that
Yeah, Big U, he a greedy motherfucker, man. Dave Austin was chasing his Future. Yeah. Dave Austin. I seen that name. I said, that's a damn wrestler, man. What the hell? Big draws, dirty draws, little shitty. Like, they got some names in California, man. Like, you call a motherfucker little shitty in Chicago, you might die, man. You might die. Hey, what's up, little shitty? Who you talking to, fam? Boom, 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 boom. You hear me? You can't say nothing. Only little you can say if a motherfucking name like Lil J or, motherfucker ain't saying Lil J no more. I don't think nobody want to add in Lil J no more. Lil J did some real zesty, threatening, intimidate. He did some shit where he should have called a Rico and not Diddy. I think Lil J should be charged, man, with a Rico, with a Freako, for real. If you ask me, I think they should let Lil J do his time that he doing right now, and then they should meet him at the door with a Rico. He choked that man up, and that man said Lil J demasculine him, man. I ain't never heard a man say he been demasculine. That means Lil J was putting a chokehold on him. You gonna be my bitch. Lil J snap. Lil J said, fuck that. I'm finna be in jail all my life. Button and got down on me. Shit, I'm finna try this chick with tits. You hear me? This chick with a stick. You hear me? For real. That boy Lil J, yeah, we ain't saying Lil no more. But Lil Ray Ray. Lil Ray Ray is the most famous little in the trenches. Lil Ray Ray or Lil Day Day, Lil KK, Freaky man Rico, yeah, he need to be subpoenaed, man. He need to be charged, bro. On everything. He ain't just choke one of them out. He got victims, man. When you got victims like that, you need to be held accountable. He dangerous. And he dangerous to the community. I'm dead serious, man. Because it's drill rappers and it's rappers that's in Chicago and they sleeping with the same girls, man. And they could be all good, not itching, not scratching, not have to take no penicillin or medicine. And then Lil J enters the real. You know what I'm talking about? He splashing the cat. Dude come behind. He splash, and now we got some TNT 251768898. You know what I'm talking about? Like we got some shit that we ain't never heard of because he just entered the land of the free. So we got to stop that nigga, man. He got to get Rico, man. I'm telling y'all think I'm playing, bro. That shit real, man. You see what I did to that other drill rapper? We ain't seen him no more since I told y'all that he was in Shawnee walking around with Alicia Keys. But calling a nigga Alicia Keys, bro, like you foul, bro. Like you can't even come back from that shit, bro. Like for real. I'm like, bro, motherfucker saying, bro, you down the hall with Alicia Keys, me and 112, me and Slutty, T Roy, big brother. We like, bro, you can't be doing that, bro. You like, bro, you be hanging with us, bro, and then they say you sliding to the Geechee cell, bro. You like, man, no, man, I knew Alicia Keys since. Like, hold on, Alicia Keys. If I ain't got you, baby, that Alicia. Or Alicia, hey, my name Alicia. You hear me? Like for real, his ass went to medical. They sent his ass over there to get a test. They said he couldn't leave the joint. He was supposed to get out of jail, and they said that he had to go to healthcare because he got caught in the cell with the Geechee when we was going to breakfast. He only had like 8 hours to go. No, he had about 3 hours to go before he leave out the joint. And a man jeopardized that to go in a cell with a Geechee 8 hours before discharge. You hear me? I guess they say he had to get his rocks off.
That continued until Victim 1 eventually stopped answering Big U's phone call. According to the indictment, that's when things allegedly escalated again. Federal prosecutors say July 5th, 2021, Sylvester Robinson, Tremaine Ashley Williams, better known as Loose Cannon, and about 9 other individuals allegedly went to Victim's 1 marijuana dispensary. The government alleged they robbed the business, taking cash, marijuana products, and personal property.
New nature-made super greens, made with real greens plus prebiotic fiber to support daily digestive health. Starting a real estate brokerage can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Get experts
From the people inside. Victim 1 was then invited to Big U's house.
Hey, the crazy thing about this dude I'm talking about, hey man, I'm just holding off, man. Now motherfuckers say, man, he might be the one that was down in Georgia. Y'all hear what I'm talking about? Hey, look, listen clearly. Put your ears to the speaker. The guy that I'm talking about, according to a source, you heard me. They say that the guy might be on little dirt paperwork. You heard me? Hey, look, I can't confirm it now. I ain't 100% sure, but they say that guy who was fucking with Alicia Keys, they say he might be singing like Alicia Keys on little dirt paperwork on everything. You heard it right here on Trenches News first. The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. Hey, yeah, man, I ain't gonna even lie to y'all, man. Hey, bro, like when I went down to Georgia and Atlanta and East Point and all that shit, Marietta, Augusta, all that shit, bro. I was through all that, and it was sweet, bro. Like it was cool, bro. Like when I say sweet, bro, I ain't talking about like it was sweet, like everybody you could do whatever you want and all that. I'm talking about like it was a place like you could just chill, bro. You ain't have to look over your shoulders. They don't know you. They had real hospitality back then. You know what I'm talking about? People who ain't know you, they'll be like, man, where you from, bro? All right, man, we having a barbecue tonight, man. You come over my crib. You hear me? You know, they had real hospitality, bro. It's like everybody that ran down south and fucked it up, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I do agree with T.I. though. Like Chicago came through, and now you got people in Atlanta dissing the dead and smoking on motherfuckers and shit like that. I do agree with T.I. on that shit, bro. Like for real. I was in Atlanta, bro, way before they started going to Atlanta. Like for real. I'm talking about in 05, 06, 07, 08. I was in Atlanta when Gorilla Zoe made I Am Atlanta. When Gucci Man, I'm a Star. I was in Atlanta then. You know what I'm talking about at that time. My president is black and all that shit. I was in Atlanta during that time. So I got to see the good time of Atlanta. This shit bad in Atlanta now. You can't leave your car and go in the gas station and your shit gone. Like it wasn't like that. Motherfuckers used to hang outside the Piggly Wiggly with their sounds and rims and turn up the parking lot, bro. It ain't like that no more. Motherfuckers is getting killed, bro. Downtown, 5 Points Mall. It used to be cool, bro. Like they dying down there left and right. Every time I turn on the news, somebody get killed by the underground mall. Like it ain't the same no more, man. It ain't the same, bro. And that's that music, bro. That music turn that music is the reason. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That it's that music, bro. If a motherfucker waking up every day listening to somebody killed him, he did this, he did that, we got hats, F your dead homie, we smoking on packs, you know, it's just gonna be a war zone to everybody dead. Or until somebody wake up on both sides and be like, man, I ain't finna chase you no more. Man, check it out. Let's smoke some weed together. You hear me? Like for real, repaying the neighborhood. What, you gonna kill him if he in the car with me? On everything. Now then, if you miss, now you gotta worry about me giving up all the hideouts and spots now. Cause you just shot at me. You hear me? Like it's gonna have to be some grown motherfuckers to wake up and realize, man, that life's short, bro. Like I ain't finna chase nobody down who ain't did shit to me. Like I ain't looking for you, brother. You know, it's a lot of people who carry enemies off other people or hate people because they don't know them. They just hate you because they're like, all that shit weird to me. You know, I look at a person for myself and see him for myself how he is or how she is. You know, I don't need nobody to tell me, oh yeah, they cool. You know, your judgment don't mean nothing. Music carry spirits. Oh yeah. That music do carry spirits, man. Like I see why Shorty and them up in the morning, 3 a.m. playing King Von and Bloodhound, Lil Jeff, and riding around sniffing drugs and shit. That music is how you do it, bro. Like that music tell them I'm wearing all the Mary jeans all this summer. Now, you know what I'm talking about? Now, if they can't afford the Marys, they finna try to kill half the neighborhood just to get some. You know, or rob their mama, their uncles, you know, just because the song said we rocking the Marys all summer, you know, and they going off that shit. That music is dangerous. It's very dangerous, man. For real, I don't even listen to that shit no more. Unless I'm listening to a song or like I really don't listen. I put it on my Instagram with the story to match the stories or something. I don't listen to that shit, man. I listen to Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Eminem, Jada Kiss, DMX. Like I listen to the real people, bro. The real music that I grew up off of. So you can't say, oh man, you old. That old ass music. Man, these new dudes are garbage. Period. They music suck. Hey, I want to say this, man. No disrespect to New York. No disrespect to New York or wherever this guy from who I'm about to disrespect. Hey, his name Splash or Splash. Hey, man, you better get your ABC 1, 2, 3 delicious rhyming ass up out of here. Hey, somebody clip this and send it to Splash. Hey, bro, you can't fuck with Jada Kids, bro. Your rhymes are garbage, bro. You rap slow than a motherfucker, bro. On there, on some real shit, brother. Like your rhymes are garbage, brother. You should be. Yeah, hey, look, you in a category with Jim. You a little bit over Jim Jones now, bro. Like for real, bro. Who the fuck is Splash? What? Man, hey, King Machiavelli. Hey, bro. Hey, look, bro. I'm sorry to inform you about this shit that I'm about to tell you, brother. Hey, but look, you gotta be fucking trolling, bro. On there, he better than who? Who he better than? Hey, look, King Mavelli. I appreciate all your love and support, brother. But if you just riding with people just because they from your town and you ain't gonna tell them, hey, look, son, that shit garbage, son. Man, he can't fuck with Yonkers, bro. On everything, bro. Hey, look, bro. Hey, some of y'all just disrespectful, bro. Some of y'all just disrespectful as hell, man. He can't fuck with kissing his sleep, man. On everything, bro. He just chasing it, bro. You chasing a legend, bro. I don't like that shit, bro. I don't like it. I ain't feeling it, man. On everything, bro. Like you chasing Jada, bro. Like that's what that's what the internet do, though. The internet do that shit now. Just have motherfuckers chase you. Instead of getting on the right way, you try to take the shortcut. If you can't get to me, you gonna diss me. Like, that shit ain't gonna last long. It's motherfuckers who diss Trench News every day. They still ain't on. They still can't get up. Oh, they still can't get up. They highest views is mentioning me. They can't get no more views. You hear me? Like, it's just like that. I never respond to them. You hear me? That's how you kill your enemies. Silent them. Yeah. Splash garbage though, King Machiavelli. If you like Splash, I'm finna start rapping. Shit. Trench News dropping at 12 a.m., nigga. Hickory dickory dock. I went up the clock. The clock struck 12. The bell went yell. And hickory dickory dock. Yeah. Gang. That's all the fuck Splash said. That's all Splash said, man. On everything. You say he cold. Man, y'all niggas, hey, I'm finna start selling ears, man. Oh my mama, bro. I'm finna start selling ears, man. I'm finna go overseas, man, and have them make me some ears, man. I'm finna start selling ears, man, because I don't think you niggas' ears work, man. Y'all listening to that shit? I know you can't be riding around with no female back in my belly and listen to that shit, man. I know you. And get your girl on here. Put your girl. I'm finna pull you up on the stage. Hey, let me hear your girl say she riding around listen to that shit with you, man. You gotta be Dolo in the car by yourself going to get you a cheesesteak to listen to that shit, bro. It ain't like Jada Kiss by your side. It ain't like that. It ain't like them songs, bro. What's Fast Time about? That nigga garbage, man. Oh, some real shit. Somebody from New York got to tell that son to sit down, son. Word to my mother on everything. Sit your ass down, son. Sit your ass down. Word to my mother. Shout out to the whole New York, though. I love New York, man. Like, New York is the mecca of music. I don't care if nobody say Atlanta or whatever. New York, man. Everywhere when I was a kid, bro, everywhere in the projects, everybody thought they was motherfucking New York. Wu-Tang Clan or somebody, bro. Everybody thought they was somebody from New York, bro. Niggas was wearing camouflage with boots and with the Timbs and everything, bro. Like, for real, bro. New York a mecca, bro. Just like the drill shit is a mecca to the world now. New York had all the rappers, bro. Nas, Jada Kiss, DMX, Jay-Z, all that shit, bro. You know, Big Daddy Kane, them, they was way out of my league. I was around when Jay-Z had just came out. I was in like 8th grade when he came out when Hard Knock Life came out. That's when I started listening to Jay-Z. I can't say Reasonable Doubt, but Hard Knock Life. It's a Hard Knock Life. That shit. That's when I started really listening to Jay-Z, when he came on MTV. When MTV was playing the shit out that song, you know. Yeah, Tribe Called Quest. What the fuck? My boy's name. Hat Tech. Quali. On everything, bro. Them boys sick. Pharaoh Munch, Talib Kweli, yeah, bro. Pharaoh Munch and them. Like, for real, I could tell you some niggas who dogs and rapping. And Spash ain't one of them. Hey, look, man. I just named Pharaoh Munch. I just named all the... Hey, look, man. Spash ain't one of them, man. Spash, whatever the fuck his name is. Onyx, Fredro Star, them, De La Soul. Most Def, of course, Most Def. Most Def is one of the GOATs on everything with the pen. Yeah, I know a lot of rappers from New York, bro. I know a lot of rappers, bro. Like, you won't think that I knew. You know, New York was like a big part of like the world, bro. When you talk about music, you know, not the kids in New York, they fucked up the whole music system. You know, all the Section 8, all the kids that still, I can't say Section 8 because Motherfuckers paying real money in them projects on everything. Motherfuckers is paying real money to stay in the projects, bro. Like for real. So I can't say Section 8 babies like I could say in the Dearborns. But, you know, they fucked up the whole music in New York. They messed up the whole music lick in New York, bro. Them drill rappers. What it up? Pop, 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 pop. They got the same beat as London and everything. They fucked up the drill. They fucked up the scene. The New York drill, it messed up the music, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It messed up New York music. Styles P, the Ghost. I forgot about Styles P. Eric B and Rakim, AZ. On everything, bro. What's my boy name? What's my boy name before Jay-Z? My brother used to listen to Big L. My brother used to listen to Big L. My big brother Freak. Big L, Biggie. Of course, I love Biggie. My mind is my nine. You hear me? On that. Yeah, I love Biggie. Biggie, my favorite rapper. I don't give a fuck. Like I love Tupac too. Tupac cold. You know, but Biggie, it was just like it was like, man, bro, you could relate to Biggie more, bro. He was like, you know, he ain't give a fuck about like, yeah, I'm fat, ugly, so what, motherfucker? You hear me? I'm G'd, I'm fresh, nigga. I can take you hear me? Like it was like that, bro. He made a lot of people across the board feel good, bro. Biggie. You hear me? He made a lot of people feel good, bro. Nigga, ugly niggas used to come out. Bitch, you can't say nothing to me. Get over there and get my car. You hear me? The ugliest nigga in the room, bro. You could look like a frog after Biggie came out. It's all Biggie, though. You hear me? It's all Biggie. Oh, yeah. There's definitely DMX, man. You know, I was in a group home, man, and everybody in a group home loved DMX, bro. You know, it was like it was like relate. You could relate to DMX. That's why I say New York music plays a vital role. You know, it plays a vital role. Like down south, I say Wayne to me. Wayne, I ain't gonna lie, Outkast, cause I was into the hey ya. You know, I wasn't always no fucking thug. So I was around singing hey ya. I was when that shit came out, I was singing it, dancing it with the white girls and that motherfucking thing. You hear me? I ain't gonna lie to you. But times change and so do people too. You hear me? And that's just all to it. T.I. dope. T.I. dope down south. Can't take nothing from them. I remember seeing Scarface when I was a kid at Ellis Park. Scarface, Jay Prince, Bushwick Bill, the little motherfucker. They was all out there. It was all out there. All the GDs was out there. I was bad as hell. I was running through. Hey man, you can't be over here, man. We having a function. Oh, I was bad than a motherfucker. They was in Ellis Park, bro. I never forget it. Motherfucker like, man, what your bad ass doing, bro? Oh, some real shit. Bro, I'm over here. Nigga, I'm trying to see motherfucker what's going on. You hear me? Jeezy. Yeah, them the new rappers, but like far as the people who put on for Jeezy put on. Jeezy definitely put on for Atlanta. I don't give a fuck. He put on. Jeezy came and he came around the Wayne era. When Wayne was destroying motherfuckers, Jeezy was still going strong on everything. Him, Gucci, all them. They was going strong. Even though we ain't know what Gucci was saying the whole time, because a motherfucker still can't tell me what Gucci said on I'ma Stop. Can't nobody tell me what he said. He said, Oogly, moogly, oogly, 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 East Atlanta. That's my city. I say, what the fuck? Like, what did he just say? You hear me? Man, I was in the crib one day and I told the kids, man, if y'all could tell me what Gucci Man said on I'ma Stop, I got $100 for y'all. Oh, they can't tell me what he said, man. Can't nobody tell me. If you talking about Hoagly Mowgli, man, that ain't no damn word, brother. You hear me? That ain't no damn word at all, bruh. Like, for real, bruh. Listen to that old Gucci. You ain't gonna know what the fuck he talking about, but everybody rapping this shit. That's how you know everybody was off drugs, man. KRS, one of the greats. Who tweaking? Who don't know KRS one of the greats, bruh? Man, I'm talking about the new scene, bro. You just hear me name AZ, Big L, Big E, and all them. Where you come from, bro? Your time must have glitched, brother. Yeah, that's what motherfucking Gucci be rapping about. Listen to I'ma style. You will see what I'm talking about. Oh man, hey, look, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I pick Big Pun over a lot of motherfuckers, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I couldn't even answer that question. If I was on like Joe Budden podcast or Breakfast Club and they asked me like between a lot of people, bro, you got hey look, it used to be on Bust Down Radio, bro, at nighttime on Bust Down Radio. They playing all the music, cursing music. You hear me? Hey, somebody on here know BD Radio. They know what I'm talking about. On 67 and Parnell, they used to have it on. It was called Bust Down Radio. And man, I heard this verse from Pine, bro, off the Biggie beat. It was off a Biggie beat, bro. And it was Pine. Pine went crazy on that bitch. I say, yeah, Pine one of the tops. He one of the coldest, bro. Like for real, I pick Pine over a lot of people, bro. I used to listen to Big Pun too. Like that's when this one they had this one. It was like mixtapes going at people like K Slay and them. I don't know if y'all remember the mixtapes and shit. They used to have mixtapes. D Block versus 50 Cent and them, G Unit. Um Rockefeller versus I don't know if y'all was around during this time what I'm talking about, bro, but they had literally DVDs, bro. This one Smack DVD was hot then. Like Smack was hot, bro. Everybody wanted to get on Smack. Smack was like becoming the Zach TV on everything, bro. But it was bigger than that. But that's how Smack was. I remember when Smack was hot. You know what I'm talking about, like on fire. Hell yeah, I had all them Sparks on everything. Benny Siegel versus Jada Kiss. That's the only person that I say that him and Kiss ran neck to neck, bro, on them songs, bro. But then Benny did say some shit that'll make you be like, damn, Kiss, like, shit. You know. Hey, it was about talent back then, bro. It ain't about talent no more. It ain't about bars no more, bro. It ain't about none of that shit, bro. Long as you can make somebody dance, like old girl, she got a song. It's a hit song, but it go yard back and get that money fast, spin that shit. And you got these goof ass niggas going to spin it too. Like y'all messing it up, bruh. Y'all messing it up for the ain't gonna be no real women. If you got a sucker who could just hit the bank and then he going to buy a go yard bag, man, and shit like that, you ain't gonna have no household, man. For real. You trying to get your wife in order, and then you got a nigga who offering go yard bags and shit. That's just party music. It's not supposed to be taken that serious. Hey, I know it ain't supposed to be taken that serious, but hey, look, man. Hey, music influence, man. For real. Music is a big influence. So if you got daughters and shit, and hey, look, I respect Cardi. Cardi changed her music. If you ain't pay attention, Cardi changed her music a lot. Like she changed it up a lot, bro. Like I'm proud of Cardi, bro, because she's starting to see that she got kids that's growing up too. Her daughters. You don't want your daughters involved with that shit, you know. Soft ass dudes that listen to tough music outside unless they was ready to get checked. Oh yeah, Fab, but not over Kiss. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, my brother Freak, right? I was locked up in Shawnee, and me and 112, we was talking to him on the phone and shit, and he told us he like, man, I need y'all to download this music. I need y'all to listen to this. And we like, what? He like, man, download Freddie versus Jason, the whole tape on everything, bruh. I'm like, man, I ain't finna spend my motherfucking money on no motherfucking Freddy vs. Jason. No woo woo woo. I'm telling you, that's a classic, bro. Freddy vs. Jason, bro. Y'all got to listen to that. Jadakiss and Fab, bro. They going bar for bar, back and forth on everything. They going crazy, bro. Y'all got to hear that shit, bro. My big brother Freak told me to get that in jail, bro. That shit a classic. That shit is underrated, bro. And that's why I'm mad at Splash, because you got shit like Freddy vs. Jason, bro. You got to come through. Like Jadakiss and them shit got Rough Riders Volume 1, Volume 2. Like Jada and them got a whole motherfucking catalog, dude, before you try to come at a GOAT. Like for real, bro. Like for real, before you come at Michael Jordan, you got to get the accolades before you could come to him, bro. And that's how I just feel about Jadakiss, bro. Before you come at Kiss, you got to have a Freddy vs. Jason, bro. You got to have a Rough Riders Volume 1, Volume 2. You got to have shit like that's untouchable, bro. Like Kiss of Death. Yeah, you got to have shit like that, bro. Like you just can't come in the game and say a bar on one song or two songs and think we supposed to respect your ass. Like, hell no. On some real shit, bro. And I ain't even from New York. I just think it's disrespectful, bro, to anybody to even come at Kiss, bro. Like for real, bro. Like for real, bro. Kiss, like the coldest, bro. Like if you ask me, bro, if you really want to know, people be talking about some Chief Keef. People be talking about Pac-Man. Hey, look, bro. If you want to say who started drill, if you want to ask me, Jadakiss now. They been talking about they sitting on the roof with them 30-30s out. They been talking about riding around with packs with a Mac in it. You hear me? Like they been talking about shooting niggas down and shit in they raps, bro. So for us to just say a motherfucker made drill, Jadakiss now been talking about drills, man. Like let's just be real. If we gonna be real, y'all. Hey, look, I tell people this all the time. They talking about who started drill, D Block. On everything, bro. D Block, Jadakiss, Styles P, and what's her name, bro? They started it, bro. They been rapping about guns, Uzis, and Tech Nines and every motherfucking thing, bro. They been doing it. I'm just saying, bro. If you ask me, like motherfuckers be arguing about drill and shit, yeah, J Hood. Oh, J Hood, who used to be with D Block. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about them. D Block really started. So if you really want to say drill started in Yonkers, if you ask me, because them the first people I heard saying they sitting on the roof with 30-30s and shit on everything. They been saying that we got the shit that the government got. They been rapping about the feds and everything. Jail, niggas getting stabbed on the yard. They been rapping about it, man. Let's just be real. Like for real. They're the first people I heard say that shit though. All that like that gangster grimy shit. Like that's why Kiss them. It don't matter how much money they made or like how people made millions of dollars in the game, bro. The Kiss them is the streets, bro. Ask anybody from the streets, from the trenches. They could go to the trenches with their jewelry on, man, and ain't nobody gonna do shit to Kiss them, bro. They could come to Chicago, bro, and be in the trenches. Ain't nobody gonna rob them, bro. I swear to God, bro. Like for real. That's how much trenches like, bro. That's Jadakiss. On my mama. This you done got me through bids. You done get, you know what I'm talking about? Like all type of shit, bro. For real. 3-6 started drill. Man, I used to listen to 3-6 Mafia back then too. This, that, ho. Let me see you. Yeah, you already know what to say, man. You hear me? I used to listen to 3-6 Mafia too. Project Pat is down for his crown, man. I used to listen to all that shit, bro. I love music, bro. I listen to rock and roll, Smashing Pumpkins. Hey, did they come on? Smashing Pumpkins already played Rolling Loud. Shit. I can watch it. Damn. Yeah. Hey, look, I might play around, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Don't sleep on Cameron either, bro. Like Cameron had that Purple Haze and that Come Home With Me on everything. Cameron got some shit too, bro. Like even though I be playing with him though, cause he the first one came out with the Laffy Taffy rap. He said you could call me Flintstone, That mean I'm friends with Fred. That's that Laffy Taffy. Girls say I'm Taffy Dappy. You got me yappy. Range Rover, Laffy Taffy. Killer. Oh, he the first one came with that Laffy Taffy rap shit. And then everybody else, now everybody else getting rich off of it. But Cameron was the first motherfucker who came with the Laffy Taffy rap, bro. Visa. You got a visa. You can't be YB, dog. You need a visa. Come on, Chief some reefer. We eating no pizza. I'm talking Little Caesar. You know what I'm talking about? Like, he the first one came with that bullshit. I blame Cameron for that shit. He came with that shit, and everybody getting rich off that shit now. Joel Santana, yeah, she'll say I'm holy moly. Oh, that thing. Hey, he the first one came with that shit and made it cool, bro. Now everybody getting away with saying anything. Like, you can say anything now in the rap. And motherfucker be like, damn, he got off. Yeah, Cameron, I used to listen to him too. I used to listen to Cameron. He was on the he was with Rockefeller at the time, Dipset, Rockefeller. You know, Lil Wayne, them, all them was together, really. I Can't Feel My Face and all that shit. They was all really together. And then you had Jada Kiss and them, they was on their own. They was going at whoever. Whoever wanted to smoke with D Block, bro. Like, they going at whoever. They going at whoever, bro. I miss music like that, bro. Well, you ain't gotta die about this shit, bro. Bro, you know how many niggas died when Jay-Z made Ether and when Nas made Ether and Jay-Z made Takeover? Nobody. Who the fuck gonna kill? He killed you. He killed you, son. We ain't gotta kill you. He killed you, son. He bodied you, son. You hear me? You ain't gotta kill no motherfucker. He bodied you. You hear me? I wish we can go to that shit, bro. But you say something about somebody, these niggas sensitive. They girls, bro. Like, for real. I can't expect to say nothing gangster to a nigga with a bonnet on. I expect you to say some weird ass shit to me. You got on a bonnet. You hear me? Now, I ain't gonna say that because, you know, my kids, they wear bonnets, you know. So I ain't gonna say that like they know bitches, but, you know. It's just the bonnet movement, man. And it pissed me off, man. So I need y'all to join on with me. And we finna be the bonnet K's. We need to go around and snatch all the bonnets from the thugs. Who down with me? If you down with me, the sign up sheet is on trenchesnews.com. Sign up with me, y'all. We Bonnet K. Let's go around and take these households back. The mother can't have on a bonnet. With the daughter can't, the mother, the daughter, the grandma, and then now you got the son wearing a bonnet. And then the mailman pulling up with a bonnet on. You hear me? Man, I'm going to get the mail the other day. The goddamn mailman got on the bonnet. I couldn't believe this shit, man. I say, man, they stopped making do-rags. He said, no, I just borrowed my girl bonnet for the day. What the fuck? Y'all borrowing bonnets now? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, man. The man kept it real, though. He said he just borrowed this girl bonnet for the day. The mailman pulled up with a bonnet on, man. I'm telling you, swerving. And the mail trust got music in it. I'm telling you, the mail trust got music in it. He was listening to Kodak Black. I can't roll in peace. It's Jesus peace. That's all I heard. I say, damn, bro, like, this shit must be popular or something. So I just borrowed my girl bonnet, you know. You know, I always check all the young motherfuckers. Ain't no more old young mailmans no more. They young. They YN mailmans. Even a UPS driver, he ain't pulling up beating Lil Wayne. Straight off the block with it. I damn near pull out my gun. The fuck is this in my driveway? You hear me? I hear Eagle Street to be Pacific. Hold on. Shit. I know I ain't in Chicago. I ain't supposed to be hearing this shit. You hear me? I got paranoid fast than a motherfucker. It was just a UPS kid, man. Beat Lil Wayne, man. That's that trauma that Chicago give you. You hear me? That's that trauma that Chicago give you, man. That being in the trenches. That you don't trust nobody. I'm dead serious with y'all, bro. UPS man swerved in the thing to drop off a package, and he was playing Lil Wayne, Beat Bill. And I pulled out my hammer, goddammit. I heard that song, and I just know, hey, look, ain't nobody in my driveway was invited to play Lil Wayne. You hear me? On some real shit. But I had to think real fast, y'all. It's just a mailman swipe. Put it away. You hear me? Like, for real. And it was knocking when it said, "That's how you let that beat build, bitch." Hey, that's what made me pull out the gun, man. When I heard the sounds to it. Y'all know the song, and that's how you let the beat build, bitch. And it just you know, the bass that's how it got me, you hear me? Hey, shit, I said, I know I ain't no motherfucker pull up my shit like beat no beat bill. Shit. Yeah, let the beat build, man. I damn near killed the UPS driver, man. Yeah, though, man. We need to stop the youth from wearing bonnets, though, man. This shit shouldn't be allowed, though, man. If you got kids wearing bonnet in your household, when they go to sleep, snatch that motherfucker, man. Hide it. I need everybody. I know all y'all in y'all household, somebody wearing a bonnet. Hey, y'all ain't gonna tell me, man. It's just in mass. Hey, look, we need to take all the bonnets, every bonnet, even the female shit. They gotta go now. It's time for the females to start wearing do rags or something now, some shit. You hear me? Because that's the only way the man's is gonna stop wearing bonnets. The females gotta start wearing the bonnet. Wear your clothes a little big and pull your clothes up. You hear me? Like y'all got to start acting like the niggas, man, for your boyfriend can stop acting like you. You hear me? Ain't no way in the hell, y'all ladies, man, y'all going out to eat, and then they saying y'all get up. Like say if you in Chili's or Applebee's and you go to the front to pay your bill. Oh, I would like to pay my tab. No, I got it, baby. Both of y'all reaching in a little purse pocket the same motherfucker way. And it's wrapped around both of y'all neck the same way. You should be embarrassed, brother. On everything, bro. You're trying to be your female. I'm tired of the dudes trying to be hoes, man. I gotta speak up, bro. I got a platform, bro. Like for real, bro. It's either you doing the or you want to give. You hear me? Like that at this point, shit. I'm starting to think y'all got them dildos on the side of the bed, man, when your girl go to sleep. For real, man. I'm tired of that shit, man. Every time I look up, I'm seeing the kids on screen with bonnets and shit. Like, when this become cool, bro? Like, for real, them bonnets for females, bro. That's for their hair. That's for they hair won't mess up when they get sleep. You niggas bald headed and wearing bonnets, man. Like, come on, man. Yeah, Duty Low wearing bonnets. We call Duty Low wearing a bonnet, man. Like that's crazy, bro. I know they ain't going that broke. I know Lil Durk left a little bit of cash in the stash, you know. And then we know that y'all ain't get AJ all that money, so we know 30,000 still missing from not paying AJ for that murder. So I know it's some money floating around. Yeah, hey, to the ninjas out there, man. Hey, bro, that shit ain't cool, man. That's a bad example, man. You got all the kids, man, wearing bonnets now, bro. I'm trying to come up with something that they could wear and it won't look like they no female, bro. Cause I'm walking down the street and I see you from 2 blocks away, and I'm thinking like, oh, that's 5 girls with bonnets on. And then you get up close, and now you getting stuck up out of these motherfuckers. Like that's dangerous, bro. Like some got to give, man. I'd rather a motherfucker walk around with a Nike ski mask on past me and all black than you have on a bonnet, man. I swear to God, bro. You can go ahead and you can walk around with your gun hanging out there, motherfucking thing, bro. Rock out with your cock out, man. How they said, you hear me? But just to be walking around, man, and with a bonnet on and you thugging in and shit, bro, like that's scary, man. I don't know if we finna have a shootout or you gonna start dancing and waving your hands like the village people. You know, that shit's scary, man. I don't know how to come at y'all these days. I be in Jerk 48 and shit. I see the little shorties walking around deep. I don't know whether to pull out my gun or just say, you know, just to chill, like, you know, be cool. They sending me mixed signals and shit. Little motherfuckers having some confessions. Y'all little ass stand with each other and ain't going home to your girl, man. That's what's going on. They sleeping with each other. Yeah, that's terrifying though, for real. You out here killing people and then you going to wear a bonnet after that? Like, come on, man. Yeah, you. Who you talking to? Yeah, you motherfucker. You just killed dude, nigga. Yeah, you. You ain't talking to me. Now he got a little sassy in it, you know. You ain't talking to me because I ain't do it. Oh, now you a punk now, huh? now you gonna switch up, huh? I'm telling you, these little dudes got like 50 personalities, man. First they be gangster. You ain't gonna do shit. Shut up, punk. And then they, okay. Yeah. Welcome to Marvin's house, man. Take your order. Then they doing strange shit in the basement with my cousin in the basement, you know, at my auntie house for belts and shit. Man, I remember I seen this one nigga coming out of my auntie house, man. And I'm like, damn, bro, what's that blood on your what's the name, bro? You all right? He was like, oh man, I was up in there wrestling, man. And who you wrestling with? I know you ain't wrestling my auntie. She's 68 in a wheelchair. Who the fuck was you wrestling with? Man, your cousin play too much, man. Like for real, bro. I be waiting. I be bad. I be waiting on certain people like that. Say something to me. Come on. I'ma end your shit before it even start on everything. You ain't gotta worry about getting on the internet no more, brother. Your shit gonna be over with. On everything. Cuz say 2027. Cuz say motherfucking he going on a confession run, man. Say he finna give his life to God. And he finna get him a woman, man. He say he done with that shit, man. And he gotta expose the, you know, he say he gotta expose the you know, all the people who participated with him in that shit. So it should be a federal list coming out. Like the feds dropped the list. It should be one of them. United States versus it's gonna be sick when I put that list up. I run that shit through my screen just like I run this 2B shit. I run that shit all through my videos. You know when they say, yo, this boy Trish News, I'm back y'all another. All that shit gonna be the names on the list. You ain't gotta ask me. If you see your name on that motherfucker, then you did something strange, nigga. I ain't said my cousin did, nigga. On everything. I didn't say it. I'm just, you know, cuz said that he giving his life to God and he finna come out on y'all. So y'all got about at least about 6 more months of playing gangsta on Instagram. Cause that list coming out. I'm telling y'all, that list coming out. It's coming out, man. That's crazy. Cause there's a couple people on YouTube, man, that be talking that gangster shit. And every time they come home from the jail from doing 5, 6 years, they ain't got no choice but to go to the belt man. They ain't got no choice but to go to the belt man on everything. Especially this one guy. He always locked up. He ain't got no choice but to go to the belt man. And if the belt man ain't answering, he going to a fat bitch. He going to anybody who will let him open the door for his ass, his bomb ass. On everything. Him too. He on that list too. It's about three people from Duck neighborhood on that motherfucker. Well, it was 5, but 2 of them dead, so I can't talk about the deceased. I would get no thrill out of bringing up the deceased on that, but it is a deceased rapper that was on there. You know what I'm talking about? He done got 2 Gucci belts, and he got the sauce for the scam and shit for the bank accounts on everything in exchange. In exchange, he did something strange for some change. You hear me? Face diaper and a bonnet. Oh yeah, that one guy, man. That one guy. Shit, they gonna be all right though. It's coming out. Cuz say, man, he finna go to church, man, full time, giving his life to God, man. You gotta let out them demons, man. I was gonna let him go on DJU, since DJU know how to relate to he know how to relate to that community, since he a part of it. But yeah. They say DJU part of it. Who said that? Hey, don't be playing with my boy like that, man. Who said that? Yeah, I was gonna let DJU interview my cousin though, cause DJU, he had his all time greatness when he covered them stories. You know, it looked like he be flirting and shit with him. So we can get my cousin can blow up potentially. DJU be asking them what they live at and shit. You live in Vegas? I'm down the strip too. Like, what the fuck? Hey, cut the tape, cut the tape. Hey, cut the tape, bro. You going way too far from views, brother. Cut the tape. DJU said the punk say, yeah, I stay on the strip. I be on the strip every day. DJU say, I stay 5 minutes around the corner. Damn, what you finna go? Boing, 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 boing. Cut the tape. Cut the tape. This guy here needs to be locked away. Dr. Dre, just don't stand there, operate. Yeah, though. But I still might let DJU interview him though. DJU a good interviewer. He said, "Cry, I'ma pass it out of pocket." Oh, that thing, man. Hey, that ain't shit. I'm just talking about one person right now. I ain't talking about the stories on Eberhard when a motherfucker with a punk came out the crib like, what y'all laughing at? Don't make me put y'all on blast. I'm like, shit. Go ahead and tell them what happened. They like, hey, Swipe, man, chill out, man. Chill out. I'm like, damn. Say they gonna the Geechee say they gonna put you on blast and you don't want me to ask who you talking about. Like for real. That's how I knew they was talking about these two dudes. Rest in peace to them though. Rest in peace to them brothers. Yeah, but they ain't want me to ask who you talking about. You hear me? Like I just walk up and a motherfucker walk out the crib and say, "Don't make me put you on blast." And I'm like, "Shit, who the fuck you talking to? You hear me? You ain't talking to me. You hear me? Hey, he was talking to them. They know who I'm talking to." Motherfucker, like, no, Swipe, just leave it alone, Swipe. I'm like, yeah, yeah, that's where y'all got that Gucci belt from and that Hermes belt, huh? It all makes sense, man. I used to be wondering though, like, man, where the fuck is they getting these belts from, man? One day we all be dirty, and then the next day they got on Gucci and Givenchy and all this shit. You hear me? And where y'all just hit the lick at? Y'all hit a lick before Swipe. Where this come from? Oh man, we caught a lick. Niggas would be oh man, we caught some clothes in the van and shit. Then next thing you know, it's a Geechee popping up around. All of a sudden, that niggas got cell phones and you know what I'm talking about? Like, I watched it change, bro. I watched it. I was there. So I watched it change over. I watched the people who came up too fast without a job. I knew they mama couldn't afford the clothes that they was wearing. They had to be getting it from a Geechee. You hear me? Like, you had to be getting it from them. The only motherfuckers who had the money, the scammers and them. Everybody know that shit. Like, for real. Yeah, literally. Yeah, Momo. Hey, Dustin Turner, you crazy. Different type of lick. Yeah, they had all the shit back then in the drill scene, bro. So, some people mama couldn't afford it, and that's how they got it. Some people had females that was thieves that was stealing that shit for them. Like they had the Kayla B's, King Von's sister. She was a top thief. I'm talking about Kayla B used to have a car full of shit. She pulled up on Rose one day, goddamn it, $20,000 worth of clothes, bro. She didn't hit, goddamn it, Hollister, goddamn it, what's the other shit called? Aeropostale. Man, she hitting all the stores. You got the Kayla B's that's in the hood, that's supplying the gang members with clothes for the low. But then you got the Gisnichis who buying shit that the real shit, the Gucci. You know what I'm talking about? The shit that that the thugs can't afford or they parents. So somebody had to buy this shit. And they ain't robbed nobody because the law ain't riding around looking for them. So, you know, last option. Yeah, Amber, yeah, that shit. She used to have all that shit, bro. Kayla B was one of the top thieves, man. And then you got a top thief in O Block. This girl was cold, bro. You get her $20, you got you a whole motherfucking Hollister outfit. Oh, that's how I got all my Hollister shit. She hit the hood, popped the trunk. I got something for you, swipe. And what size you wear? You hear me? Ooh, I got 3 outfits in your size. Give me $60. Like for real. That was my come up. When I had a little fast come up on some clothes, she popping the trunk. Shit. One of T Roy cousins. She cold at that shit. She was cold. She rich now off the shit now. She ain't got to do it no more. But Kayla B was cold than the motherfucker too. Kayla B was cold with that shit. The whole hood, Gyro City was G'd up. God damn it, for real. Yeah, I ain't got nothing against the thieves, man. That shit insured down there. Now just to go and run the store and keep on taking shit, like yeah, you overdoing it. But if you little shit here and there, and you bring it back to the hood, man, we can't afford that shit. Like I ain't never. Hey, look, I done been in Gucci before. I done been in Gucci and all that shit, bro. But when I went to Gucci, I was holding a gun for a motherfucker who was spending the money. He was buying Gucci. You hear me? Like I never brought no Gucci. I can't afford no fucking Gucci. I've been with people who brought Gucci though, who went in the Gucci store. So I was window shopping, as you would say. I don't wear Gucci though. I wear Levi's. On everything, bro. I wear Levi's. I told myself it don't matter how much money I ever get. I'ma always wear Levi's. Niggas be going to buy all them damn clothes, and you can't even sell them shits back to get your money back. Motherfuckers talking about, hey, I'll give you $75 for some shit you paid $2,000, $3,000 for. Like hell nah, bro. I'm wearing my Levi's, nigga. If I can't sell them shits back and get my money back, at least 75% of my money, I don't want them. I'm not buying no fucking Amiris for no $1,200. That's a motherfucking used car. Oh, some real shit. That's a used car. That's some bills. That I got a lot that I can do with $1,200 and then spend them for one day on a pair of jeans. What you gonna wear them motherfuckers till the Amiri fall off them bitches? Because if I spend $1,200 for some jeans, I'm wearing them motherfuckers to the A fall off, the M, the R, the Amir, the Reed, the all that shit fall off. If I spend some money on some jeans like that. I love CK jeans too. I love CK jeans, man. I love CK jeans. They comfortable. CKs and Levi's. Yep. But I love Levi's though. Levi's will always be there. So all them top motherfuckers, they going to buy that shit now. If they come home from prison and lose it all, guess what? If they don't got no pair of jeans, they gonna have a pair of them Levi's. Their girl's going to get them some Levi's. On some real shit. You'll come down one day. I just stay level minded, level headed. So I won't have to think about going up and coming down because I just stay down, even though I'm up. I'm gonna stay down. You hear me? I'm gonna stay down, level grounded. Hell yeah! Can't go wrong with some 7 jeans. What's them? How much they cost, brother? 7 jeans. It sound like it's too many sevens in that motherfucker. Sound like 777 off the back. And then when they hit that little button that they got in the store, the jeans, that's times 2. That's 145 plus the taxes and all that shit. That's about, it seems like them 7 jeans gonna cost at least about 165, my brother. And the math ain't mathing, my brother. That's 435s at the dispensary, my brother. I can get 3 pair of Levi's for that, brother. Especially if I use my code after ordering a lot of Levi's. Oh, you said they're like $100? Man, I remember them South Pole days. I used to rock South Pole, all that shit, man. All that. Echo, Inichi. We had the best shit, man, back then. I think we had the best times, bro. I wish the kids could see like 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 our times. I don't see no footage of our times, bro, but like we had the best time after generation. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like we had the best time. It was dangerous. It was dangerous in Chicago, way dangerous than it is now. But I could say that we had more of a good time than anybody. Iceberg was my shit. My brother and them kept me with Iceberg. That was my shit. I had so much Iceberg, man. The teachers started looking up my clothes in school, the white teachers. And then when I came to school with a different color Coogee on, the third Coogee sweater, the teacher say, "No, somebody selling some drugs." I say, "No, my brother here real estate. He own buildings. He own buildings in High Park and all that shit." They say, yeah, we're gonna have to take you to the front office, man. These sweaters cost $600 on everything, bro. Like they ain't like that shit out of my high school. They ain't like none of that shit. 8th grade high school, like they ain't. I think that's why they really wanted to start the uniform shit out there. Cause at first we ain't had no uniforms. You could wear anything that you wanted to. Then they started coming with 5 days, 4 days a week. You gotta wear these dicky pants and shit. Yeah, Iceberg was like Gucci. It'd be equivalent to like Gucci, Coogee, all that shit, bro. Like I remember my brother went in the store and for a Snoopy shirt. That motherfucker was $120 for a Snoopy shirt. Just a shirt. I'm like, damn, this shit expensive. Yeah, it wasn't no uniforms back then, man. Cause people used to be like roasting was at an all-time high. It's just the kids sensitive now. Like you can't say nothing about them, bro. You say it's a hole in your shoe, you gonna die. If you say you broke, you gonna die. Like for real, bro. It's like you can't say nothing now. Like ain't no more joking, ain't no more. Like you can't even tell nobody no more. Like the world, it's so messed up. If you tell a person no, you ain't got it, bro, you might die. And they know you got it, and you telling them no, you might die. So the best thing to do is if a person call you and ask them for something, man, just give them the best solution that they could get to the money, you know? I love back in the 80s and 90s. Fashion, Guess jeans, cross colors, ice wash jeans. Yeah, hell yeah. It was the shit back then, man. It was the time to be alive, man. I ain't gonna lie. You ain't really have to like if you want a part of nothing, like people knew who was part of gangs and shit back then. It was like more common sense back then. Like people knew who was a part of a gang. They knew the difference between kids and the motherfuckers who with the gangs. They knew all that shit, bro. Like you knew who your op was. You weren't just walking down and killing people. You weren't just robbing anybody. Cause if you rob an old lady or something like that, and she come to the building and say they just robbed me, your ass gonna have a pumpkin head. You hear me? You gonna have a PhD, pumpkin head deluxe. Like the gang members didn't play that shit. They ain't play none of that. You just robbed a civilian. You know we can all go to jail, right? And then they whoop you, black your eyes, and beat you. Like they was vicious with the beatings. The beatings was brutal. Like for real, they was the beatings was very like intense. Like I was a kid, bro. I seen the BDs knock out this guy teeth, all his teeth. He got a snatch out right now, like a old music player. He still be claiming that he BD. They beat him to death, woke him up, beat him again, knocked out all his teeth. You hear me? Like the violations was brutal then. But if a nigga knock out my teeth, like ain't no more. You even chip my teeth, bro. You might be upstairs. I ain't gonna lie to you. I take pride in my teeth, bro. Like my teeth shine, they white and shit like that. And for you to come along and to chip my teeth, and now I gotta look in a mirror and see a chipped tooth or one of my teeth gone, bro. You gotta go upstairs, bro. Like you gotta go upstairs or you sweet. Or just stay away from me. Just stay away from me. Don't let me see you. Don't cross the same path. You know what I'm talking about? You got to move to another state. You hear me? If you knock out my teeth, you got to move to a whole another state. Like everybody got to revamp. Because every time I look in the mirror, now I'm going to think about walking you down on some real shit. All my teeth gone. Like we ain't got shit to talk about. For real, your mouth bald, brother. He still BD. He still BD right now. Some people just follow us, man. That's all they let me know. Some people just follow us. They go be followers to the graveyard. Hmm. Yeah, man. When you chip your tooth or something like that, bro, you looking in the mirror, bro. Like one of my homies from No Limit, bro. He popped my other homie. My other homie was playing around and tripped him as he was coming up the stairs, bro. And he hit his tooth on the stairs, bro, and knocked his tooth out. He popped him. He ain't pop him right away, but he popped him like a couple of hours later on 79th, right by the liquor store. It was two liquor stores right across from each other on Kingston on 79th, one on one side of the street and one on the other side. And he walked up there. He was on the other side of the liquor store that you go in, the big liquor store. The food sell food too. They sell meats and shit, and they sell liquor and blunts and all that shit too. But he was coming out of there, and he was like, "Bro, I told your ass stop playing. You knocked out my teeth." He was like, "Man, don't worry." He was like, "Man, what you ain't got no medical or nothing?" He popped him. Pow, popped him dead in the stomach. You hear me? He damn near died. People don't play about them teeth, man. Yeah, I love my teeth, man. I love looking in the mirror and smiling just to smile. Just to smile, bro. Like you just took my smile away, brother. You gotta go upstairs, man. You gotta go upstairs, bro. You gotta move away from me, bro. You just can't walk around every day. And I'm knowing that you done knocked out my motherfucking teeth. Like, I can't do it. And I ain't wearing no mask in the real world or none of that. Oh, it's the real shit. I shouldn't have to. I should be able to take off my mask and walk around freely and be able to smile around my family. And I ask my kids, what happened to your teeth? Like, hell no. New York did. That shit was weird to be claiming Chicago ways. Hey, man. Hey, everybody ride, everybody wave at the end of the day, man, because, you know, somebody had to influence somebody. Somebody had to influence somebody, and everybody go with the trend now. Nobody say, I'm gonna do my own thing. Everybody go with the trend, bro. If you feel like you gotta rap about killing and all that to blow up fast, that's what a person gonna do. They gonna take the easy route because they ain't got no talent. Like when you got talent, you ain't gotta rap about killing. If you got real talent, you ain't gotta rap about that shit. That shit come easy. But when you ain't got no talent, you ain't got no choice but to hit this shit all day in your raps. Yeah, but it's just a trend, bro. Niggas just following trends, and you know, hopefully. Hey, look, I want to say something to the women, man. To the women in Chicago. I'm talking about the women in Chicago, man. I don't know if y'all been paying attention to the women, but I was watching CNN the other day. I was watching CNN and it came on my phone, and it was a lady from Chicago. It's women being found in Chicago, y'all. I said it on my video about a week ago. I've been trying to say it like every other video or something, but it's a serial on the loose to the women. Y'all be safe out there. We don't know who it is. It could be an uncle. It's somebody cousin. It's somebody granddaddy. It's somebody father. It's somebody doing this shit. These females ain't ending up in the garbage. It was a female that ended up in the garbage on 54th and Union. Then it was another female. She got found on 60, 70 something, 60 something, 70 something. I forgot what she got found at, bro, but they find the body parts in the garbage and shit. So to the females out there, man, y'all be safe. If you do a Uber or anything, like tell somebody that you getting in an Uber with these people. You know, tell somebody where you going. Don't be lying about where you going, cause it's women. It's a serial. They on the loose, man. You know the police ain't gonna tell you the truth. They gonna say this ain't connected to this. Well, why the fuck y'all find 4-5 body parts in the garbage cans around Chicago? You know, like if you could carry a pistol, females carry a pistol. And don't give out no warning. This ain't the scary movie. Don't let no motherfucker walk up to your car and be like, you got a warning to back up. Just blast his ass on everything. That one critical snooze, it could be your life. So just blam him on everything. Blam him. Hopefully he a offender, or no warning shots. Just blast him. He ain't supposed to pull your car door. You don't know him. He ain't supposed to be up close to you or none of that. I just seen another video of a guy who tried to snatch a kid at the gas station in Atlanta. While the mother was outside pumping the gas, man. He tried to go in her car and take the kid, man. Hey, look, people need to be aware of this. I know we talk about Big U and we talk about Lil Durk all the time, and we talk about a lot of people, man, but this is more important than Lil Durk. This is more important than Big U. This is more important than anything. It's a serial out on the loose, man. And they taking women, they snatching women, bro, and they dismembering women. So all the women, man, if you got a family member in Chicago, y'all keep in touch with them. Y'all put on them locations and shit like that, because they cutting off phones once they get the woman snatched up. They shutting off all the phones and everything, bro. This is the person who is experienced with this shit, bro. Like for real. I've been trying to track them. I've been trying to figure it out, watch the news clips and shit about as much as I can about this person, But Chicago police don't tell us shit. They don't tell us what car. They don't tell us nothing, bro. So, you know, everybody just be on the lookout. Even if it's your uncle, turn his ass in. It's somebody. He living with somebody. He staying with somebody, and he doing this shit to women. It's probably somebody who married, who got a wife and family, who probably can't get up, and he just doing this shit to women. This a thrill to him. But he probably got a family, a whole fucking family at home, probably living good. This probably ain't no bomb or none of that. This motherfucker got access to cars, and he got different type of assets. I don't think this no regular serial. I think this a motherfucker who, you know, he doing this shit with expertise. So to all the women, please be careful out there. All the women, be careful. Um, and yeah, and to you bombs who land on the women's couch, walk her to the bus, walk her downstairs to her car. That split second could be your girl, bro. On there, everybody laughing till it hits home, bro. It could be your mama walking outside, going to work. Walk your mama outside, get your lazy ass up for 30 seconds and watch your mama pull off. It could save a life. A motherfucker could be outside your crib in the gangway waiting. You got some creeps out here, bro. I'm telling you, this is more important than Lil Durk. This is more important than us talking about whatever the fuck we talked about on Trenches News. This women coming up dead, bro. Like for real, man. And if you care about your sister, you care about your mama, you care about your aunties and shit like that, hey, somebody out there doing some shit. The police ain't telling us. So we gotta take this shit in our own hands. Somebody out there body. So why is you YNs riding around and shooting at everybody? Start looking for a motherfucker who creeping through gangways, who hanging around on blocks and shit. Cause y'all the only people who be outside with these motherfuckers all night of the hours. So I'm asking the YNs to keep your eyes open, not for your op, for a grown motherfucker who's snatching women. If you riding past and you see a woman yelling, y'all run towards that way with all y'all guns and unload them switches on his ass. I'm asking all the gang members to look out. We might not agree with each other. Y'all might hate Trenches News, but it's a motherfucker on the loose who's snatching women. I got nieces. I got nieces. I got aunties. I got all that shit. You know, females. I got friends, females. You know, so be on the lookout. All the thugs, man. It's an APB. It's a guy who's snatching females and he chopping them up, man. The police ain't telling us shit, and that's foul. You know, like that, it's foul, bro. We wouldn't know about the other girl if her family ain't called the news. If her friend wasn't no damn senator, we wouldn't know about Zenobia. We wouldn't have known about the other girl whose body part got found in a fucking dumpster. You know, we wouldn't have known about it. It's people coming out. The garbage truck people reported it. Hold on. Matter of fact, yeah, you gotta protect these women, man. I don't care. You might get into a fight with them and shit like that. That's one thing. You might argue with your girl. You might argue with your baby mama. Y'all might fight and fuss and everything, bro. But when it comes to killing them and chopping them up for your sexual thrill, that's a whole nother level that is unacceptable. You hear me? That shit is unacceptable. Everybody argue, everybody fight, even the judges who sentence people for domestics. They be in domestic relationships and shit. You hear me? Like we just don't find out until one of them dead or something. Then we find out that the judge been in the whole domestic relationship, but he done sentenced 50 motherfuckers to prison within 30 days, you know? Let me see this. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find this.
Power, speed, performance.
Chicago police say what appears to be human remains have been found in the greater Grand Cross neighborhood. The remains were found in an alley in Grand Crossing neighborhood in the 300 block of East 68th Street. That's near South Prairie. Tonight, detectives are investigating.
Hey, it's like 3, 4 different things, man. Inglewood, back of the yards, Greater Grand Crossing. So this motherfucker, he around these three, he in the vicinity of the drill scene. You know, he just parking his ass everywhere and doing this shit, man. So, hey, to all the women, once again, man, hey, no matter what, you know, the ups and downs that people go through with women and the struggles that women have to go through, you know, being single parents and all that shit. Hey, look, I wouldn't want nothing to see nothing happen to no woman, bro. Now, I ain't say no man, no woman who acting like a man, you know, the thugs and shit, you know. But I'm talking about the women, you know, the people who produce kids and all that shit. I wouldn't want to see nothing happen to y'all, man. So be on the lookout, man. Before you go outside, look out that window for real. Shit real. You might see a motherfucker just standing around and shit. You know, you might call your son ahead of time. All right, let's surf the internet, y'all. Let's surf the internet and see what's going on. I ain't been on here for some days. Yeah. 65th Ashland, all that shit. He around them areas, bro. And he's striking. He just striking this shit. Ain't no telling if he didn't kill people and just got their body parts just separated them. Ain't no tell how many victims and none of that. You know, the police don't ever tell us shit. So you really gotta pay attention on your own, and everybody gotta spread the information. You know, spread the information around, even if you not, you know, it ain't got nothing to do with you. It could be your relative though. Let's see what's up with Pooh Shiesty. Yeah, it look like Pooh Shiesty and them through too. YG swipe. YG. YG. YG and the Bloods declare war on Drake. Wait, hold on, man. So they saying this guy got caught on camera killing what's her name? Was that clickbait? Let me see what Flock.
Hey, what's your name, sweetheart? I forgot.
Hey, Flacco better be careful, man. Hey, smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button. Smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button so this video can get around. Let me check out Flacco.
You can just call me ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
YG just made a dumbest mistake of his life last night. What he did last night is going to have horrifying implications on his life, lasting implications for a very long time. At this point, I think rather it's between Crunchy Butter and YG, they're both on a speed run for who can get to jail the fastest. So after being recently detained by literal homicide detectives, because they had a search warrant to execute in the death of Draco the Ruler. Now, you only get a search warrant if there's probable cause. So he knows he's being watched very closely and they're on his trail. So for him to do what he did last night, my only logical conclusion is that YG is trying to go to jail, or he's trying to get as many people in jail with him, because this makes no sense whatsoever. So here's where it starts. YG is perplexed, he's confused, he's befuddled, while content creators are taking an interest in the murder of Draco the Ruler. While content creators are covering Draco's security bodyguard, claiming that YG had a knife on him in a melee that led to Draco the Ruler dying. He's confused as to why content creators care about him being detained by the police for Draco the Ruler's death. He is confused, as if Draco the Ruler was not a popular rapper and he's not a popular rapper. So because he's confused, he now believes there's a concerted effort, right, to get him put in jail by content creators, and some big rapper he don't like is bankrolling everything. Now, as absurd as the idea might be, that the biggest artist in the world, a Pantheon great, would waste his time paying blogs to cover YG negative stories is crazy. As absurd as that might be, YG's response to that idea is even more absurd, okay? Now, YG reacted to Glasses Malone, who was somebody who I really respect, and his co-host essentially accusing the biggest artist in the world of being concerned about YG and paying blogs to run negative stories about him.
This is the type. And see, this is the gang in me. He said, why don't we have 700 to 1,000 viewers in here? Because it's not about Drake. I could kick us back in. You want me to?
That's crazy.
You want me to put 1,000 people in here?
That's crazy. For him. He
You
needs
want
the
me to put
numbers.
1,000 people in here for him?
What kind of statement is that?
That's what I'm
What's
trying
that
to say.
statement
Like,
trying
what
to
kind of?
prove? Like, what does the statement
I
say?
don't
You want
get
me
it.
to go? I got some things in my mind, cuz, that I didn't talk about.
He wants to hear about Drake.
Yeah.
He
I think,
does.
Is that the way he trying to get?
Yeah, is that the
niggas
way
You want
he
me to
wants to
start
hear?
kicking cuz back in right now?
Like, what is? Why don't?
Like, I don't think y'all understand this. Cuz don't like when I kick his back in, because I'm not the rest of these. See, he can spend that money in YG life. He can spend that money at YG life. Let me tell you what his mark ass is doing. He's spending money and financing Draco campaign, cuz, to try to his boy life and get him arrested because he mad about a battle.
I've never watched a Glasses video or heard a hot take and thought Glasses is only saying this to go viral or he's clout chasing. So I'm not going to start here. And I do reject the narrative from other people that Glasses is only saying this to go viral or he's saying this to clout chase. Glasses is not the type, trust me, right? Which is why it's even more concerning. Which is why it's even more concerning to me, because I know who Glasses is. Glasses is serious when he says this. Like, Glasses really believes, he really in his heart believes this. And because he got love and care for everybody around him, especially where he's from, right? Especially Compton. Glasses have love for everybody. So because of this, he truly believes this. And he felt the need to actually say, because it was on his heart. I'm here to tell my big dog Glass, this is just, no. If I didn't know you better, big homie, I would say this is damn near schizophrenic level of paranoia and delusion. Drake ain't worried about YG, bruh. Drake ain't worried about YG. Trust me, bruh. YG just sold like 10,000 copies first week? If that, I think less, right? YG is not a factor. YG don't even move the needle in his own hometown. YG don't move the needle in LA County, music-wise. He don't move the needle. Why would Drake be worried about YG? YG ain't even a top 15 Drake op. Yo, do you understand that if Drake wanted to pay to run narratives on people, Drake is a billionaire. Do you understand Drake could do this to literally anybody he wants? Why would he choose to do it to YG? Like, as a matter of fact, I could probably name you about 10 people Drake would do it to before YG. Drake would run bad stories on Glasses Malone before he run it on YG. So this is just absurd. But here's the thing, though, and here's where I have to hold Glasses accountable. YG listened to every word Glasses said in this clip, every word. YG even began to try to imitate the same energy that Glasses brought. Because you're about to hear Glasses talk about pulling up to Drake's house, holding Drake accountable. There will be consequences, hell to pay. And YG attempted to imitate this energy, and it just went all bad for him. All right, it completely backfired.
He started playing me like that because I swear to God, that little shot up and all that, I make his life horrible. All that living in out here, cuz that burnt up. See, the difference is, cuz, it's like real power. See, that's rented power. You rent it, you pay for it. Real power, cuz, is when it's actually real, when it's for you just for the measure.
That part.
You don't want me to start kicking cuz back in. You want me to start announcing to the world exactly what type of hoe ass doing. See, Harry, y'all be fans of cuz, and y'all want me to go. I'm not really tripping about, it's not an important topic, cuz. You wanted to do it. This ain't no conspiracy. This is a fact. And you wouldn't care it's a fact or not, because you can't get cuz out your I know, cuz. You don't know, cuz. You a fan. And you not listening to me, cuz, because you so busy thinking you gotta like cuz music. You don't want me kicking this back in, because I'm not the rest of these. I don't get emotional when I'm talking to Buddy. I get emotional when I'm talking to you. The fact that you want me to kick cuz back in. I have avoided talking about this because I'm like, you know what, cuz? I knew how much y'all look up to cuz and y'all like get pissed on and all this old punk ass y'all like. But I can turn this motherfucker up in my sleep. And I'm not the rest of these, there ain't nothing he can do about it. I'm not, and he'll tell you I'm not the rest of these, there ain't nothing he can do about it. You start playing them games with me because I'm not, none of them, I'm on all the bullshit.
Kayak told me hotel prices just dropped. Now we can finally stop scrolling for travel hacks.
Now, this to me is the epitome of be careful of what you ask for. This is the epitome, because after Karen Civil tweeted this, it did get turned up. It went massively viral. Everybody began to share it. This was before YG responded back. See, people were like, hold on, like what? Like, why is this being discussed? No, bro, listen, there's not a soul that agreed with this outside of like a Kendrick Lamar super fan. Like, if you're not a Kendrick Lamar super fan and you're just a neutral, or even if you hate Drake.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't think Drake even paying attention to none of them niggas, man.